morning there. How are you? Oh, geez. New Mike syndrome, Terry.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what is that?
What is this?
Whoa.
What is what?
Weird mic looking.
Oh, looking?
Looking weird, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were looking at my face.
No, I see that every morning. I've grown accustomed to it now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Just like
Well,
you've
you have
done with mine.
a lot of authoritative bass.
Am I hitting it hard?
Yeah, you do.
Your voice sounds great.
I am your father.
Yeah, no kidding. Now breathe really heavy.
All right, so you want more high end? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying? How do you feel?
yeah.
Steven, how's it sound?
I
think
think
you need-
a little low out.
Yeah, take the
Yeah,
low out.
take-
Well, how am I going to take the ladder? Know what I'm doing?
So that's never stopped you before.
Okay, I'll try.
With the key.
Let's turn the knobs.
You have the golden key.
I'll just turn the knobs.
Rip them off.
Tune it in, turn it up, and rip the knob off.
Okay, yeah, you are low end.
All right, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealous. That
Let's
sounds
do a
great.
Let's
We're
do a
all
prank
high.
call, okay? We're all high.
What is a prank calls?
Yeah, like just like
I don't think it
that.
sounds much different.
Sound like a stalker or something. I know
Sound
what
like
you
pasty.
did. Yeah. I saw what you did last night.
Oh,
you really sound like Pasty.
Well, how are you? Nice to see you.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, you go have dinner with the president of China last night, too?
I did.
Oh.
He actually let me, walk like one step behind him.
Oh, geez. Well, that's really not what's going on. But anyhow,
Okay.
it's more the
That was nice
Japanese
of him.
culture back in the day, but or yesterday. But
Right.
so I guess all Asians, considering
Right.
you should be more
Up on the
up
culture.
on it and maybe
Nah.
sensitive towards Asian cultures that you would know, but barely not.
No, you're
Yeah, a lot of low edge. You're right.
Yeah, you do. So that is definitely an interesting looking mic.
Well,
I guess we're so
you
accustomed
can't have one.
I'm not
Do you want
asking.
one?
No.
Because you can't have one if you want one.
No.
Can't have one.
Oh, good.
Oh. I don't even know how I got
I
one.
kind of like the ones that kind of stick up.
Oh, jeez. Makes you feel good, Terry?
Yeah, it does.
Makes you feel good about yourself?
Yeah, it makes me feel like somebody's really happy to see me.
Aha.
I saw your new one. It is kind of small.
Pointing south, too.
Yeah.
And it points down. Yeah, that's right.
It's small and points down.
It's not good.
They're trying to give a blow to my ego.
I have to talk to engineering about that.
All right, well, all right, so we'll work on it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I can hear you.
All right.
That was better than the other day when we couldn't hear
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Ah, I know that was tough on you, Steven.
But it was.
Yes. Yes.
I'm telling
it
you, we
was.
should make some prank calls, man.
All right, I always like to make prank calls.
I know you do.
A lot
Just
of things.
like that.
A lot of things we got to do today, actually.
Okay.
So if people can hear me, that'll be a bonus.
Yeah.
Play Prank the Communists.
Yeah, so we'll come back. We'll get things started after these words.
The T-Man. Q93.
In tonight's Quick Hits, the Tomcat baby has arrived. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes reportedly had a baby girl today.
Right.
Her name is Suri, which means red rose in Persian or princess in Hebrew.
I think it's a Surrey I use on Soul Calibur, Terry.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's a pretty good fighter, if I remember right. Is there a Surrey? Anyone play Soul Calibur? Soul Calibur, come on.
I don't play it.
You never heard of Soul Calibur?
Soul Cal, yeah.
21? Come on! Never. Jeez, man. Winnie the Pooh, man. Not a video game guy. How can I be 21 and not a video game guy? You not a video game guy? Are you a non-video game
No,
guy?
I am. Just not
What
a
do you
Soul
play?
Calibur.
What do you
Halo,
play?
Madden.
You don't play Madden.
Madden.
You're lying.
I know.
now.
Yeah, him and his brother. I've seen him.
He has?
Yes. Yes.
right.
And in fact, I
What's your
remember one
team?
time.
What's your team?
I'm Seattle, of course.
He's
The Mariners.
The Mariners.
He's not a
The
sports
Sonics.
guy.
What the hell?
Not a big sports guy. Not a big video game guy. He's a big haircut guy. He's a
Yeah.
big club guy.
Yeah.
And he's a big go out and hang out and drink a little or a lot.
Drink a
and,
lot,
And
guy.
talk to the famales. That I can't blame him for any of these things.
Right. No. You
Those
can't.
things are fine. Mm-hmm. But you got to add a little gaming. Come on.
Well, but he does with his brother.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Got to add a little internet. Not a big internet guy. Doesn't sit on the internet at all. Doesn't sit and peruse the porn.
Right.
Well, I'm on MySpace constantly.
That's true, but that's like front desk time for you. I don't think you sit. Do you sit on MySpace at home?
No, I ain't got a
Because
computer.
you can't really sit on MySpace and do much. Wait
Right.
for emails to come in. Come on.
Ooh, lucky.
You're not a big internet guy, let's be honest.
Not at all.
Not a big... And I just said, you're not a big video game guy. Why can't you just admit it?
I'm just saying, I play video games from time to time.
You don't
Sunday
play-
morning,
You're not a big Halo guy.
I'm a huge Halo guy.
How many hours would you say?
When it first came out, I was on it constantly.
Mm-hmm. What level?
Oh no, I ain't going high. Forget that.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
I was an easy dude.
Hey, I'm not your dad.
But do you play it when you're high?
Oh, jeez.
Well, I'm not used to it.
What do you get to? You don't play it anymore. So you played when it first came out for like a week.
No, I mean, I was tough on it for a month, and then it just kind of fades out. And then, when you and 3 of your closest start together, a little multiplayer action.
But you never even heard of Soul Calibur.
Never.
Not a big video.
Was that
game
like
guy.
a role-playing online type
It's
of
a big
situation?
fighting game. I just remember Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just blew up my new mic.
Wow. You.
No, I'm just kidding. But, or maybe I did. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll never be able to tell.
Oh, you're right.
We're like, did he blow it? I don't know. Still low.
How low do you think you could get it?
Yeah.
Oh, good you go. But I pretty much...
What kind of fighting game? I mean, is it like...
You get weapons and you try to kill someone and...
It's not like SOCOM or anything like that.
It's not like as involved as Halo or anything like that. It's like 2 people just squaring off.
Oh, okay.
You pick your character, you go for it, you chop off their head.
Wow.
2 out of 3 wins,
Cool.
basically, and there it is.
All right.
So fun for the whole family.
Exactly right.
Do
That and more.
you like play live, with other people on the internet? With
Xbox
it?
Live?
Yeah.
I only do that with Madden.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I don't
All
get
right.
involved with this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't play much anymore, except Madden.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't play Soul Calibur much anymore. That's why I can't remember if there's a Suri.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
pretty sure there is.
All right.
But that's what Tom Cruise and Katie named their daughter, and I'm sure
Yeah.
Katie had a lot to say about it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, I'm
sure
sure.
she did. I love how lately in interviews he talks for her. It's great.
Right.
Yeah, she is now a Scientologist.
OJ's.
Oh, okay, Tom. Thanks.
Well, Suri is Hebrew for princess and
Yeah.
Persian for red rose.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Sorry with the fringe on top.
Oh, that's a little a Broadway show reference.
Wow.
You're a big Broadway show guy there?
Name that show.
I'll give you $500.
Oh, jeez, Vinny,
You
you
can name
would be
5 Broadway
so
shows.
Yeah, if I
rich
could name
and
5.
rich right about now.
Can you name the show that Hopscotch Scott just made a reference to? You have no shot. I'll give you even bigger hint, but the prize gets reduced to $100. It's where the wind comes sweeping down the plane. Schwager, I'll give you $100.
Oklahoma.
Oh, you're on the line for
Whoops.
$100.
I'll give you $100. If you give me $100 first, I was going to say.
Oh,
No, I'll give him $100 now. Next time he shows up
well,
again.
he needs it.
Yeah, he does need it.
See you in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm riding my bike.
Right.
But I need money for the ferry.
How did you know that, you fairy? As Steve was saying.
Well, it's unfortunately one of the things I had to read in English in the 11th
You
grade.
had to read Oklahoma? You had to read a Broadway show?
Yes. And it just stood out of my mind. You said that line, I went like, yeah, that sounds like from Oklahoma.
Which line? The bright Surrey with the fringe on top?
Oh, not. Oh.
Oh, where the wind comes sweeping down the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that one gave it away.
Yeah.
So the way this mic is positioned now,
It is
it's
just-
like right in front of my face. I
I
can't see anything.
know, I know.
Can't see anything. It's
Because
like,
usually...
I have to dodge left and right just to see things.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting...
Like,
little-
get Kelly on the phone.
You want the old one
He
back?
loves getting up this early, you know?
I'll get used to it, I guess. Huh? Right. There's no way to turn it upside down, baby?
I know, yeah.
No way to give it a little flip?
It's going to take a while to get used to for all of us, I think.
Is that
Well, at least
right?
if
Because
you
it
really
sounds
wanted
different.
to, you
How
could
does it
actually
sound?
even go underneath.
Schwager, does it sound way different or what? To you?
I can't tell because there's usually a lot of interference over the phone.
All right, but how about when you listen on the radio?
Maybe on the air it's not different.
It's not really different on the air.
All right, that's what it
There's
comes
a
down to.
difference of interference. You guys have the direct feed, and then you have all the stuff that it
All right, we don't need your technical analysis, all right?
geez.
We just asked you a yes or no question.
I don't hear anything.
All right. So the answer is no. Doesn't
Yeah.
sound any different. What's going on in your world?
Well, I'm trying to make plans for this Saturday.
Make plans?
Whoa.
Plans.
Oh, plans.
What are you doing
His
this
birthday.
Saturday? Oh, it is?
Yeah,
I think his
I'm turning
birthday's
20.
tomorrow, right?
He's
How do you know
turning-
that?
Oh,
I
that's,
remember things. I listen to people when they talk.
that's because Steven's birthday is coming up, too.
There's a difference between listening when people talk and knowing when Schwager's birthday is.
Well, he mentions it like every time he's on the air almost.
But he doesn't
Well,
give an
I've only
exact
mentioned
date.
it on the air like in the last 2 weeks.
It's April. It's tomorrow, right?
No, it's on the 22nd. Definitely, it's not tomorrow.
Why can't you just admit it means a lot to you, Steven?
Well, it means a lot to me.
My birthday is definitely not tomorrow.
Birthday. All right.
People
I
are,
would not want my birthday on tomorrow.
people are calling in saying Surrey means pickpocket in Japan, in Japanese
Really?
there, yeah.
Wow.
They don't point that out in the happy story.
No.
So your little girl's going to grow up as a pickpocket.
Maybe that's why the girl, I think Suri, as I remember right, if I remember correctly, Terry, on Soul Calibur, Suri is a girl.
Ooh.
And that's the kind of reference you want when you go fighting one-on-one, mano-a-mano, trying to chop someone's head off. You want a pickpocket.
Yeah, that's right.
You're talking about
Scrappy.
Soul Calibur 2 or 3.
Because a pickpocket's a scrappy kind of person,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And a scrappy person can chop off your head if need be.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
No problem.
She's a cute little girl, too.
Is
Cute
she?
little Asian girl, yeah.
What?
Maybe that's why I
She's
pick her all the time.
Asian.
Because I want to do her.
You want to do a cartoon story?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, T, do you have a copy of DOA beach volleyball?
What the hell is he talking about?
Some game.
Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Oh, Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Sounds like an exciting game right there.
No, I don't have beach volleyball, no.
You probably do, but it's still in the cellophane.
Oh, maybe,
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
It's
so.
still in the packaging.
T, trust me, you're going to want to play that game.
Oh, all right.
In the words of many gamers, the best breast graphics in the world.
Actually, since you're on the line, some listeners sent into our radio station here. You know, that's where we do the show from, Schwager, in case you weren't aware.
Yeah.
Someone sent in a care package for you. A listener who's a fan of yours sent a care package to the radio station for you.
Yeah,
Good
that's
stuff, too.
Really?
Yeah.
What's in it? I didn't even look. What's in it?
Pasty's
has
got it on.
all.
Pasty,
Oh,
what-
and a little note. I know.
Pasty,
very
what?
weird. 'Cause yesterday I just got a Easter package from a church.
That listens to our show?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I got it because one of the people that go to there is one of the.
Okay, great. Small world.
Yeah.
Pasty.
Yeah.
What's in the care package that the listener sent in? Did they leave their name?
They did not leave their name. They left a note, but no name.
Oh,
An
let 'em make a
anonymous,
note.
an anonymous giver,
Yeah.
an anonymous donor, an anonymous secret admirer has sent a care package in for Matthew, a W, Schwager. And in that care package is what now?
Well, along with the note, there are a bunch of gift cards. He has a, let's see, for Subway at $25 at Subway.
Wow.
Whoa. You better hurry up and get down
It was
here. 'cause
actually
Hot Shots is about
$100
to take it.
Pasty's now reduced it to 25.
Yes.
There used to be one to Best Buy, but
Right. Just a little corner of the gift card is left.
Yeah.
$25. Pasty took a big bite out of it. So, all right, so that's $25 to Subway. What else?
He's got $150 at Old Navy.
Whoa, dude.
No way. Some
Stop
listener?
it.
For what reason? Did they collect gift cards and just decide to give them to Schwager?
or are they still working? Able to work?
Are you
Dum, dum,
still
dum.
able to work?
Are they working gift cards, or are they ones that they've already used?
Well, she's got the receipt here of, let's see, she bought it down at the South Center, Tukwila, Old Navy.
How you know it's a she?
I don't. Did I say she? I'm sorry.
You said she.
I do not know.
This person. Just make
This
it an
person,
anonymous
yeah.
person.
And they just dropped it off because it didn't look like something they can mail in.
Yeah, it was-
It's in a big. It's like in a big gift bag.
It's in a bag. I assume they dropped it off. It was in our mailbox.
Well,
so.
who sits at the front desk that we know?
That would be
geez.
Veneto.
Veneto.
Yeah.
Anyone that you noticed coming in, looking very bizarre and doing even more bizarre type of things by leaving a gift bag of gift cards for Schwags?
I do remember the event.
You do.
The
You were there.
event.
It's like it's a major event too. It's pretty peculiar.
Yeah, it is very strange.
And was this person male, female, homosexual? What kind of person was this?
It was a female.
Whoa.
Heterosexual, homosexual, astronaut,
I'm thinking
vegetable,
heterosexual.
mineral.
She had a child, so I'm thinking
A
hetero
woman.
nature. Yes.
A woman, old, young, middle-aged,
I'm not sure how old she was. She
dead
was
but didn't know it. What are we talking about here?
definitely older than Schwager, but I don't know how old she was.
20s, 30s, 40s, 50s?
Late 20s, early 30s.
Really? So relatively young.
Yeah.
Bad looking, horrible looking, just tremendously ugly. Where'd they fall in?
She's kind of, I mean, not really standoutish, but, you know, not necessarily ugly either.
Would she clean up well?
I think she might clean up well, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Question.
She's better looking without the kid.
Of course.
Was she like tall?
She was tall. She actually gave me this book as well.
How
Give you
she
a
was
book?
giving gifts.
She's giving gifts around it.
Oh, that was nice.
Do you know this woman? Had you seen her before? Was this the first time you ever laid eyes on her?
Truthfully, I think she's emailed.
How much her lie to me?
No, I'm not lying. She's emailed me and asked me about questions about the show before.
Right.
And that's about it.
But this is the first time you ever saw her in your life.
Yes.
What'd you do with the stuff she brought for us?
She brought stuff for us?
No, I don't know.
She brought stuff for Schwager and you.
Yeah.
A book for you and a gift bag for Schwager.
Yeah. She said
Didn't leave a name or a contact number.
Well, I think her name is like Anna something.
Did she say what her name was? Did she leave any?
It's on her email. It's not on any of these notes that she wrote.
All right. I don't know why asking him questions is like pulling teeth.
I know.
And he's answering the questions. And he's doing just fine answering them, and yet I feel like I'm getting no information.
Hey, Steve?
What? Who's talking? Schwager?
Schwager.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead, Schwager. I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Huh?
I know you're looking around.
What?
I was just going to say, if this person's listening, thank you very, very much.
No, shut up. You're not getting this stuff.
Oh, you're not?
It's being sent back, Terry.
Oh, jeez. That's nice. $150 at Old Navy.
Yeah.
You can go
He
for.
doesn't buy new clothes. He doesn't want new clothes.
Right.
Well, but that's probably
There's a
why
lot
she.
of blue T-shirts you can get
He's
now.
happy with it.
Actually, I was thinking of getting maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's got
nice dress
clothes.
suit.
No, you're not getting anything. You're not getting
Dress
this.
A
suit.
dress suit for an Old Navy for 100.
They make nice dresses.
Is that
I
right?
don't know. I don't know what's at Old Navy. I've never been in.
Well,
Old
make
Navy.
sure you see the Old Navy tailor, and he'll make sure it fits you just
I don't
right.
know what's at Old Navy.
How about a sundress?
Schwager might try to enlist if he gets there. School's
I want
not
to be a
going
part of the
well.
Old Navy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just obviously playing. This gift was intended to you, and to you it will go.
There's an Albertsons card in there, too.
Albertsons?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
One about 2 miles away from my apartment. Just a nice walk.
She must have scouted out your territory.
There's all kinds of stuff in there.
There's also some.
There's a what?
There's some stuff that'll help him in the shower.
I have stuff
Like
that will
soap?
help me in my shower, right? Okay.
What kind of shower stuff is
Well,
Terry
it's not
alluding
necessarily
to?
shower, but it's.
It's like,
Soap on a rope?
is it beat off gel?
Well, I guess you could say.
KY Warming Ultra Gel.
There you go.
Ah, so this listener has a little bit of a fetish to some degree for Matthew Schwager. So it's not just a.
What, Joe?
She's trying to just make sure he has a comfortable life to some extent for a week or so or more. She really has some kind of deep-rooted sexual thing for Schwager, and she gets off hearing about his masturbating escapades, and that's what this stems from.
Masturbating escapade.
Push aside the Albertson card.
Right.
Don't get fooled by your
Old Navy card.
Old Navy card.
Yeah.
This woman's all about thinking about Schwager jerking the gherkin. That's what it comes down to.
Move the fluff out of the way and get to the real stuff.
The real message in this package is there's something quirky about this lady, that she is enjoying all the talk we have with Schwager about him beating the paddywhacker, Terry.
Yeah.
This is almost as bad as the last care package I got.
I don't want to hear about it.
Well, I got it from you guys. Somebody dropped it off there, too.
I don't want to hear about it.
It had condoms in it.
I don't remember.
But you guys didn't look at it.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're a very weird guy.
I know I am.
I like saying that into this microphone.
I'm probably the most awkward person you'll find on this planet.
Thank you. I'm glad we don't have to say it.
You got the lotion in time for his birthday.
Yes.
Should be a big night for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
What was I doing
give
with the
yourself a little birthday jerk there, Schwager. Huh?
Right.
Sound good or what?
lotion? I plan on doing like a 20-mile bike ride on my birthday.
On your birthday, yes.
A
You think
20
maybe
mile.
now that you're going to be 20, you can drop the F in birthday?
Look, okay, so I have a list. I have speech problems. Okay,
Yeah,
that had been identified back when I was in
The
kindergarten.
lisp wouldn't necessarily explain the F in birthday.
Not
Okay.
at all.
That's
I
Port
can't
Orchard
pronounce
explains
some
that.
words, okay?
Can you say TH? Can you go?
I can't pronounce some words. I know that. You ever
Yeah.
try to have a conversation with me off the radio?
Thankfully, no. Anything else in the care package, or does that pretty much cover it?
The $100 to Albertsons, that's about it.
Right, $100 to Albertsons.
That is
Wow.
very nice.
So this
of
lady,
that
this lady
person. That's
stepped
very
up.
thoughtful.
This
That's
lady
not
is
too much worth of food.
Yeah.
This lady's kind of semi-obsessed with Schwager to a degree that she spent $500 on Schwags just so she can think about him jerking off.
Hey,
There's also
it was
some movie tickets in here.
wow. For
Movie
entertainment.
Too. Yeah, looks like
Any particular movie and a
Well,
time?
I think it's just.
The 8
any
p.m.
movie.
showing Friday night to Ice Age 2.
The meltdown.
any movie you want, it looks like.
She'll melt his world.
Yeah, they sure will.
Gay's going to call all upset. Everybody else gets everything.
I know.
No consequence.
Well, Gabe's had his help, with his website and PayPal's and all the other fun stuff.
Right.
This is cool for you. This is a nice gift.
So,
Yeah, and I'm just going to say, I'm very grateful that somebody would actually do this.
This
for
is
me.
very bizarre.
But
It is kinda weird.
It
I
is
don't know.
strange,
This
but
is out of left
geez.
field.
Well, I mean, I can understand somebody going out and maybe buying one thing, maybe like to Albertsons, and that's all you get.
There's no note. The's nothing.
No, there's a note,
Oh, there's a note.
And I
That's
told-
not signed, but
but it's not signed.
This is the equivalent of some dude on the internet buying some 14-year-old girl gifts just so he can have a moment where he thinks about her sexually.
yeah.
That's what this is.
Maybe so.
Now, Schwager's of age. Doesn't seem like it. He's a legal target for sex.
Yes.
I've been one for almost 2 years now.
But she bought him all.
No takers.
She's bought him all these gifts, and just ironically dropped in a bottle of jerk-off lotion.
Yeah,
which
out of nowhere.
Kind of stands out amongst all the gift cards.
Yeah.
All the gifts were to make it seem like she really cares and that she's interested in him, and maybe to some extent she does. But the real reality, the common denominator, the bottom line here, Terry, the real true reason for the sending of this gift is because she really enjoys hearing about Matthew and masturbation. Wow. And that's sick and twisted. And as much generosity as you must acknowledge
Oh yeah.
in this gift, you must further acknowledge, Terry, that this is a deranged woman who likes to picture Matthew's penis in his own hand.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's what this is.
It's definitely a fantasy for her, huh?
Why else did she include jerk-off lotion?
I don't know. It is kind of.
No, you're absolutely right. Actually, there's something else that fell out of the bag that's still back at my desk.
I thought you said that before.
Whoa.
Yes, guys.
She also included
Back at your desk.
Yeah, pictures of the blonde girl that's on the Star Trek show, Deep Space Nine, I think it is. The hot blonde girl. So there's a bunch of.
See, you know what
There's
this
no
is?
blonde girl on DS9.
The pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together even more now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is
There's
a
no
sh-
blonde girl on DS9.
This is a Star Trek fan lady.
Yeah.
Overweight. All the clues are starting to now be put together, Terry, so I can make a little picture out of this.
Okay.
This is a awkward lady herself,
Right.
who relates to Matthew to some degree, who
Okay.
hasn't had much social experience like Matthew, who's tremendously overweight, Terry, and a huge sci-fi fan, like Matthew,
But she has a kid.
who had one guy knock her up back in the day. And she listens, and she's listening right now,
What?
and she's screaming weird things at the radio
Probably in Klingon.
in Klingon while feeding her 9 cats and her 1 child, but the 9 cats get fed first. And if there's anything left, she gives to the child.
Whoa. All right.
And she really not only has some mild relation that she feels towards Matthew, but she has an overwhelming sexual kind of
Desire?
in some sick and twisted way, Terry.
Wow. Somebody actually thinks about you sexually, Matthew.
Oh, boy.
He's getting all embarrassed.
But it's not a kind of sexual thing she ever wants to act on.
Right.
She'd rather, she loves the conversations I have with him about masturbation, Terry. She loves them. Does a lot for her.
Wow.
In a very bizarro way.
That's the note.
This is the note?
Yeah.
Look at this weird handwriting.
Is it weird?
She wants to get together? I didn't picture that. That was
That was
something I didn't expect. She wants to get together, but she never will. So I'm right again, yeah. Matthew, my dearest.
Oh,
No,
no.
I just said
I was going to say
Left
stop.
3 drops of blood on this paper for you.
That's,
Show my
that's
devotion
second
to
note
you.
material. First note, you don't want to scare your subject.
Taste it and see if we're a match.
You are such
You've written a couple yourself?
Yes, I have. I'm a real expert, you can tell.
Matthew, have a great birthday. Like she really cares. Now, she's probably a caring soul, Terry.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like
I
some
would
loser.
say.
In some sick and twisted way.
Yeah.
See, everything about her
Well, regardless.
is in some sick and twisted way. Oh, geez.
He's an ungrateful poor person, so to spend that kind of money is...
Well, that's going to last me a while. I have no idea how to spend it. I know I'm going to be able to use the food over a course of about 3 months. It will last me.
Do you want to hear the rest of the note or not?
I would actually like to read it when I get there.
Well, I'm going to read it for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. It's coming
and
on
what
Friday?
makes you think you're coming down Friday?
Well, I'm gonna have to pick it up, won't I?
Pick what up?
The gift bag.
Oh, you're not getting the gift back. It's ours now.
Oh, wow.
The possession 9/10 of the law.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
jeez.
Who's going to Old Navy and who's going to Albertsons?
I want Albertsons.
I want Old
Steve
Navy.
wants Subway.
Old Navy. I
Matthew.
got 5 kids. Jeez. I need
Matthew,
that one.
my dearest. Doesn't say that to her.
You just like that, I swear.
My dearest Matthew.
Paige wants the lotion.
You're right. Paige already used it. Have a great birthday. If you would like help shopping, we could work something out.
Oh my gosh, really?
Otherwise, have fun! Exclamation point. Boredom is a state of mind which can be changed. Why should just go into that out of nowhere?
Well, because I think he was talking, one of the conversations we've had is about how bored he is or something like that. On a weekend or something like that.
So she's changed her bored state of mind by coming up with imaginary friends and buying cats left and right.
I guess so.
Right. Mm-hmm. And eating bonbons.
Mm-hmm.
That's how some women's does it, Terry.
Yeah, I guess so.
Boredom is a state of mind which can be changed. Did she really tap into something there, Matthew? Do you feel the connection already or what?
Actually, right now I'm kind of afraid.
You should be. This should be sent right to the police, Terry.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think it's that bad.
I think she's harmless, quite honestly, but...
If you would like a hairstyle...
Uh-oh.
Just random thoughts by this lady.
Well, but
In a bizarro, twisted way.
But think about it. They are things that we've talked to him about. We always talk to him about his hair.
But she's making it like she's answering the questions that were asked about 3 weeks ago.
Well,
like she's answering them right after they were asked. These are stuff. This is stuff that we've moved on from.
I know, but still, the hair issue is always there. It's always been there.
If you would like a hairstyle, backslash, and she's writing this in pen, Terry.
Right.
Who uses a backslash when they're writing with a pen?
Who writes
uses a pen?
anymore? Who uses a pen?
On this little blue note paper.
I know.
If you would like a hairstyle, backslash, cut we can work on that too. I mean, am I
If you'd
reading
like
this
a
wrong?
haircut, we can work on that too.
Hairstyle slash cut, right?
No.
Oh, if you would like a hairstyle slash cut.
We can work
I
on
don't
that,
understand
too.
the backslash. Thank you there. If you'd like a hairstyle slash cut,
one or the other.
we can do that. We can work on that too.
The slash means and/or.
A real one.
Thank you, Matthew.
But then she goes on to say, she puts a dash. Who puts dashes when they write? Yeah. A real one, dash. Not another DJ Vinny the Pooh / T-Man massacre.
Oh, wow.
Okay, very few people saw that.
Oh, but she heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly enjoy you. And it's unsigned.
Wow. Is there any hearts, any XOs?
There's no hearts. There's no XOs, Terry.
Oh, jeez. But it is a lot of love there for
What if he
him.
wants to shop with her?
Yeah.
How does he get in touch?
Yeah. Good point.
There's no contact information that I can see here. There is a vial of blood, as Hopscotch pointed out, and a locket where she asked him to put his foreskin in.
Whoa!
All right, maybe not. But...
That's a nice fancy, right?
Yeah, how did you get any contact information? Is there anything else she left? See, that makes it extra bizarro and twisted, Terry.
Yeah.
She wants to go shopping and give him haircuts, but she gives him no way to contact her.
Weird.
Okay, Vinny saw this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vinny, was this person Caucasian, black, Asian,
geez.
what?
And this is
Relevant.
vital information and relevant why.
Well, for the short time I was on MySpace, there was a few older women that did try to get join me as a friend thing. So
The
I did keep I did keep some records.
Blow on it.
I'm talking about the record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. And what's that now?
Just the tip.
Yeah.
You got-
What the hell's with this lady, Terry? Sending notes and then no contact information.
That is
Psycho!
That is
Psycho!
odd. Okay. Well, maybe she figures she
Call
can't.
it now!
Whoa. Maybe she thinks she can.
Got break in this microphone!
We can't even tell if it's broken anyway.
Yeah,
So.
no, you.
But that's pretty impressive.
I'll take
to
someone
blow-
psycho for $100 at Albertsons.
So would I.
Yeah.
I mean,
feel free to bring
really,
stuff down,
she
people.
really hooked him up with,
Yeah.
from entertainment to clothes to food.
And I say there's about a
That's
there's a
wonderful.
92% chance all these cards will be of working order. So I do believe that they will work.
Well,
but
we
there's
can
the
call.
outside chance that, as someone speculated, they may not even work.
Check them online.
But
Yeah,
if
that's all you do.
But if they do work, as bizarre and peculiar and psycho and twisted as this may be, it's still a nice little windfall for Matthew Schwager, who can use anything he can get.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right?
Any college student would love
Now,
this.
who's going to gift wrap their vagina for Matthew Schwager? Because that's what he really needs.
Well, he said this weekend he's got plans.
He needs plans. He said that's why he called.
All right, we spent long enough with you. We have your gifts. And it seemed like you won $100 in our Broadway tune moment of the day.
All right.
Wow.
All right?
Won that, too.
Big morning for you, Schwags.
Happy birthday.
All right?
Man, my luck is changing.
Yeah. Sure.
The next time we talk to him, he'll say, hey, I have a girlfriend. Stop it.
Aren't you going to thank us?
You are stupid, Stephen.
Thank you.
Yeah,
should thank us.
You mean thank us?
Thank you
Thank
guys,
us.
and I'm
2.5.
very grateful for it. And I'm sorry that I called you with that short version of your name, Stephen.
Oh, no problem, Matthew.
Wow, he's feeling really good this morning.
Yeah.
Why he's thanking or apologizing to Stephen, I don't know.
It came from a bad place in your heart, and I understand it.
Stephen
I
had
was having a
nothing to
bad
do with
day.
this.
Yeah, I know you do.
Aw.
Or did.
You guys need to kiss and make up?
No kissing. No kissing.
I'll bring the ointment.
The T-Man.
What time?
How can they close Dairy Queen? What happened to the art committee of the world? That was part of art.
Yeah, it's part of art, I'm sure. I was seen by many as one of the most artistic places you could go to.
Dairy Queen.
Yes. Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
you know, those blizzards
Yeah,
are
you
something
had
to
one?
be, you know.
What,
What's the dilly with that?
yeah, Rembrandt.
What's it doing?
Rembrandt behind the counter there, Terry.
Yeah.
Monet in the back. This is obviously being played. Why, Terrence? Why am I playing this bit of audio?
Well, she sounds a little stressed.
What does it indicate? Stephen, what does that bit of audio mean to you? Why is it just out of nowhere being thrown on the air? What am I highlighting? What am I leading you towards?
I think it's the I Hate You hotline.
Aha! Terry, we talked about it yesterday.
Yes, and it's
The
back.
T-Man's I Hate You hotline is back open for business, and people are, unlike Dairy Queen, and people are leaving their messages of frustration, agitation, regurgitation. Oh, jeez. Regurgitation, that'd be. And all kinds of anger and hate. And
Yeah.
anything that may be on their mind or bugging them or just something they're fed up about. Mm-hmm. The T-Man's I Hate You hotline is back open for business.
Woo!
A lot of phone calls came in yesterday, Terry. Hundreds of phone calls came in yesterday. We may be able to get to some today.
Yay!
But just to give you an example, and just to remind you that the T-Man's I Hate You hotline is back open for business for a limited time only.
Act now.
Act now. Get us out again so nice. You...
Really?
Just to give you the reminder that, yes, it is, with the doors swung wide open, if you will. Here's one example of a phone call left in the past, I would say, 24 hours?
How can they close Dairy Queen?
Terry, if you're not aware, she's talking about a specific one in Bellevue that has been around for, I think about 900 years.
Yeah, I know which one that is.
Yeah, because you were at the
I
opening.
was here.
Yes.
Yeah, at the grand opening.
As soon as the earth cooled,
Right.
they made blizzards.
Once they were sure that the last dinosaur was gone, they opened this joint.
Right.
It's the earth cold. They say, we really liked it cold. Let's make some blizzards.
That was the inspiration, I'm telling you.
Oh, but the peanut butter parfait, man. Oh.
Well, the reality is this Dairy Queen has been around for about 40 years.
Yeah.
When Bellevue was still a developing kind of community, not filled with just like concrete jungles, they're going to replace it now with a condominium. That's the
Really?
word. I read the story in the newspaper, I think it was last week, Terry.
Wow.
And this is the last week for that particular Dairy Queen. It's one of those older looking Dairy Queens, kind of like, like the
the
termites
original?
are halfway done eating it, But still, they make great blizzards, sundaes, yada, yada, yada,
Sure.
like Dairy Queen tends to do.
Absolutely.
On occasion.
Is it the Dairy Queen by right off the freeway?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right.
The only one in
Right
Bellevue.
off 405. It may be the only one in Bellevue. Hopscotch seems to think, and Hot Fudge would probably know.
Might be the only one in King County, actually.
South End has a few.
Okay, well,
And Kirkland has one.
Well, they took away the Red Robin from right there, too.
Well, they moved it right down the block,
Well,
though.
I know, but...
All right. This one was there when it was still surrounded by dirt roads. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
When this one was open, and this is in all seriousness, there weren't dinosaurs, but there were dirt roads.
Right.
All right.
Gotcha.
And now, obviously, the dirt roads are gone, and the area has been fully developed, if you will. And this lady is a little bit upset.
How can they close Dairy Queen?
Jeez.
What happened to the art committee of the world?
Yeah, the art committee should stop this, Terry.
Well,
What is the art committee doing these days? Just sitting on their hands?
yeah, they are.
Out to lunch?
Must be. Because they didn't see this.
How the art committee didn't call an urgent meeting.
Yeah.
And use all their power
They're on hiatus.
to keep Dairy Queen open. The art committee is obviously sleeping at the wheel.
Yeah.
That was part of art. I always felt like a princess when I...
Yeah, see, that's the point. She felt like a princess when she would go there.
Oh, man.
Probably has a lot of memories.
And now she must look in the mirror and realize there's no princess left in this chubby girl.
Oh.
Someday she was going to be the Dairy Queen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wasn't the queen, but she was a princess when she walked in the doors, Terry.
Sure.
She can marry Steven the Burger King.
What
The
a
fat
match
Burger King.
made in heaven.
That was part of art. I always felt like a princess when I... They cannot close Dairy Queen.
She couldn't even finish the thought.
I know.
I always felt like a princess when I had 6 or 7 Sundays in less than 15 minutes.
I always felt like a princess when I... They cannot close Dairy Queen. What are they doing? See, that's what happens when these stupid modern architects,
Oh, jeez.
these stupid, idiotic, unartistic
Oh, jeez.
architects get in there.
Right. See, her voice is just like completely changed.
I know.
There's no princess left in her anymore, Terry.
No. Now the evil
When she
is-
gets angry, the evil voice comes out. How could they close Dairy? See, that's what happens when these architects. It's like a totally different woman, you would think. Did she hand the phone to somebody else?
I don't know.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, she definitely...
Her
changed.
inflection, her whole voice changed.
See, that's what happens when these stupid, modern
Modern.
architects...
See, you remember Modern from Sticks, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
I am the Modern Man.
Oh, yes.
These stupid, idiotic,
Domo Arigato.
unartistic
Right.
architects get in there and destroy the whole frickin' planet.
Wow. See, at least she's blaming the right people, the art committee and the architects.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the bottom line for why Dairy Queen is closing.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm. The architects of the world are destroying the planet.
Yeah, they go to Home Depot, buy some bricks, throw up some planets, throw up some buildings.
And the planet is gone.
Yeah, it's the architect's fault.
And destroy the whole frickin' planet.
Right?
If you destroy the planet, if you start destroying houses and everything, there won't be people left.
No, that's pretty deep. Terry.
Yeah.
It's a population problem anyway.
Yes. I think it's pretty safe to say that just in the 20, 30 seconds of that call, that the I Hate You hotline is back in full swing.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's fair to say
She probably feels much better this morning after leaving that.
it doesn't take long to get back on a roll with the I Hate You hotline.
Oh, man.
When the first caller that we play is talking about the architects and the art committees destroying the planet, I think you're off and running.
Gosh, no more Dairy Queen.
Is it officially closed, or when is it closed?
It is officially closed. I don't know the
So
exact
no more
day.
serving.
I don't know. What?
And so they're not serving anything at all.
Well, when you close the doors,
Well,
Terry,
I know, I
you
mean,
they're not going to
I thought they
stand
had
on
to
the
close-
corner
All right, we have hot dogs here.
offering blizzards.
Oh, they had great hot dogs.
They're tearing it down. They're putting up a condo building. And you know what? If they offered this woman a free condo, she'd be the first to jump in line.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, yeah, put the wrecking ball right through that bitch.
So,
you kidding?
What date is it done? Do we know?
I don't know the exact date, but it's this week. If it's not closed already,
End of an era.
by the end of
Yeah,
this
it
week,
Mm-hmm.
it's done. The boards are up. The kids are
Wow.
crying. The kids are just fiending for some hot fudge.
Oh, yeah. They're not moving it anywhere?
No dilly bars or anything.
They ain't moving it anywhere. It's
Wow.
over.
Oh.
Can I buy like a booth out of there for like a...
Oh,
Good
yeah.
price.
That's a little bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, are they going to like liquidate Oreos?
You want to you want to walk me around to a certain portion of your house that has the last
Yeah.
booth that remained in Dairy Queen?
All the
you
gum
go.
stuck under it still? Very authentic.
Jeez.
Now that's a museum I want to visit.
Oh,
Pop
yeah.
machine.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, you got 3 of them already at home, Stephen.
Yeah, but you can always use another.
You're the only person who can make a genuine fountain soda in your own house.
Wow.
That's sad, man.
That is. And she's obviously upset about it.
It's going to be a high-rise building, baby, where Dairy
there?
Queen once was.
Yeah, beautiful view of 405.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Things change, though. Progress, man.
Oh.
That's all right.
There's other Dairy Queens.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, with that
There's one in
attitude.
Redmond.
And this one in Kirkland.
And there's two
another
in-
one in Bellevue, actually.
If you live in Seattle, you have no Dairy Queen.
Yeah. And
Well, but you didn't
Seattle.
already because of the big building, so.
Yeah.
Just
Go
a
to
quick
Auburn,
drive
kid.
over to Bellevue, and your stoner needs were filled. Not anymore.
And when
It didn't even
Hotshot,
have a drive-through.
when Hotshot on a Friday or Saturday night has stoner needs, they get expressed in this fashion.
How can they close Dairy Queen?
That'll be my new outgoing message on my phone.
Yes, Paige today just printed out the story from the Seattle Times, Terry.
Wow.
Bittersweet adieu to the Bellevue DQ.
Sad.
Oh, wow.
At 11 p.m. Friday night, a frosty sweet vestige of a smaller, more simple Bellevue, the Dairy Queen on Northeast 8th, will close for good.
This Friday.
Wow,
Okay,
this
good.
Friday.
Yeah,
So there's still a chance.
So stock up on Sundays while you can.
Yeah, the last
Dilly
one.
bars and sandwiches.
Friday is Sunday at Dairy Queen.
Man.
The store opened in 1961 and has been serving dilly bars, sundaes, and burgers to generations of soccer teams, families, and other East Side residents. Perched next to Interstate 405 on the corner of 8th Street and 112th Avenue Northeast, the building has served as a homey entry point to downtown Bellevue.
Mm-hmm.
The DQ will be pummeled
Yeah, demolished.
shortly to make way, doesn't say pummeled, to make way for an 875,000 square foot twin office tower complex. So it's an office building. It's not even condos.
They got plenty of office buildings over there, and I see all
way you
kinds
can
of
tell-
vacancy signs in there. Plenty of space.
The way you can tell a building's going to be gone is if there's plenty of parking. Yeah, it's going to be gone. There's lots of parking at the Dairy Queen. A little too much.
Because people want to drive through.
Close Dairy Queen.
Yeah, she just nailed how I feel.
Yeah,
I mean, all the
these
people-
architects get together. What do you expect?
Yeah. Well, and isn't that where the bowling alley? Isn't there a bowling alley over on that side too?
Bowling alley in Bellevue? Yeah, I think you got it
Over
wrong,
there.
Terry.
Didn't we do a?
Oh,
No, you're
looking
thinking of Eastgate.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're way off, Terry.
Oh, all right.
As usual.
Stay in the South End. You have no business in Bellevue.
That's right.
Wow.
You don't want it there.
No,
This is walking distance to Bellevue Square.
Oh, okay.
Well, it depends.
Well, for some people,
It depends how big a Sunday you eat, Stephen.
That's what happens to these stupid modern architects. These stupid, idiotic, unartistic architects get in there
That's right, baby. Say it for us all.
and destroy the whole frickin' planet. If you destroy the planet, if you start destroying houses and everything, there won't be people left.
Oh, jeez. She goes on and on.
You know, they need to keep Dairy Queen.
They need.
They're destroying our planet, our world.
Not just our planetary.
Our world.
But while they're at it,
Yeah.
they're destroying our world, too.
Damn it.
Oh, that is so disgusting. I am so glad back east they have kept my world as my world.
Yeah, but you're out west now.
Okay. Move back east.
So that
then.
presents a problem.
And back east, there's no growth.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is so cold-blooded what they are doing. They are sickening. I cannot believe they are destroying. How can the Mormons let them destroy landmarks?
Okay, not only is it the Ark Committee
Yeah.
and the architects,
Right.
but pile Mormons on top, Terry.
Damn it.
Right there with the Reese's Pieces.
Mhm.
Pile them, too.
You got some crushed Oreo, got some Reese's Pieces, you got some Mormons.
Oh,
right
my
on top of
gosh.
this.
Why, what are the Mormons?
Of this dilly bar.
The Mormons own Dairy Queen or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Dairy Queen owns Orange Julius, though.
I thought pretty much Warren Buffett owned it, which may be a nice connection.
I don't know.
He owns a lot of the stock, I know that.
Wow.
Berkshire
The
Hathaway.
Mormons let them destroy landmarks.
But I'm not sure you should take this woman's word for it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't know if she's really the most reliable source. She seems to be a little bit kind of famished, if you will, over the thought of Dairy Queen being demolished.
I'm
Yeah,
not going
because
to pick the Mormon temple just yet.
That's a freaking landmark.
It's a landmark.
How can they destroy these landmarks? You know what it is? Some Asians.
Oh, jeez.
now it's, what happened
Which
to the
is it?
Mormons?
Now it's all of Korea, China, Japan.
Jeez.
Asians don't like ice cream?
Come on.
Come on.
She just wants to point the finger, Terry. She's a pointer.
Yeah, to everyone.
Them Asians.
Them Asians.
The Mormons let them destroy landmarks. That's a freaking landmark.
It's a landmark to her, Terry. She'd always use it as a reference point. Oh, Bellevue Square, you make a right at the at the Dairy Queen, and everything involves the Dairy Queen.
And while you're at the Dairy Queen making that right, go ahead and pull on in and get a sundae.
Yeah, Best Buy left at the Dairy Queen. Stop and get me a Blizzard. And,
right, exactly.
How can they destroy these landmarks? You know what it is? Some Asians. Those Asian architects who don't give a crap about our, our town, our state. These foreign architects.
Our appetites.
Yeah, but the Asians do make a kick-ass teriyaki sauce.
That's right.
It's all worth it.
And those places are staying open.
Right.
Yeah, they are.
Try to build an office building there.
No way.
Oh, no. Ain't happening.
Where are the construction workers who build these buildings going to get a number 2 special for lunch?
I
know. Nowhere if you close these places. They won't close. But Dairy Queens, see you later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Too much of America.
Tell you, this lady goes off for about 20 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I only have so much time.
They should relocate it.
Well.
Before you know it, she's going to be blaming Adam and Eve.
Don't go there.
What were those two doing?
Oh, I know.
Not watching out for the Dairy Queen. Well, she's got it all down.
Wow, she's a tad upset.
And I think the point here is that the T-Man's I Hate You hotline is back open for business.
Ding, ding.
And I'm sure this woman feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she feels that much better, but a little bit, Terry.
A little bit is better than none.
Over Dairy Queen being closed now that she got her ventilation going. You know what I'm saying? Her hate has been at least
noted.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just festering inside her anymore. It's not just building like a volcano. The volcano, to some degree, had a minor explosion there, blaming the Asians and the Mormons and the architects and the modern world.
Little lava movement there, you know.
You know what it's going to come down to? When we actually find out who the culprit was, you know who it's going to be, Terry?
No.
They're going to step forward and say, I'm Kilroy. Kilroy. Or nobody got that.
Oh,
anyway.
that was the downfall of Styx. I know what you're talking about. Poor guys had to do a stupid rock opera. They hated it. Dressed as robots.
They had to do it?
Well, if you want to make money, yeah. They hated it. Awful.
Okay. Because they were really a hardcore band.
They were at one point.
I'm sure.
They told Lady and Babe and all that crap. They
sold out. Yeah. Tried to sell some records.
Dennis DeYoung screwed that whole band up.
There's a whole other show.
And I'm glad he's allergic to light and can't leave his house.
You know, maybe you should call the I Hate You hotline and express these thoughts.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Dennis DeYoung's a bastard.
The I Hate You hotline number open for business at 206-494-something.
But he can sing a kick-ass ballad.
Well, what is the number again?
494-2091.
494-2091. That's 494-2091, ladies and gentlemen.
206.
How can they close Dairy Queen?
She does definitely sound like two different ladies.
Yes.
Oh, it's great.
Gosh.
Maybe she did hand off the phone at one point to her other personality.
Yeah.
Something like it.
Well, you know, Hot Shot has done a good job bringing back the peanut butter. So maybe if she, stamps her feet hard enough.
As opposed to stopping them?
Yeah.
Right.
She can, stop the demolition of the Dairy Queen and
she should
keep it
stand
around.
right in front of it.
Yeah.
Stand in front of the Dairy Queen when the bulldozer's about to...
Right.
Didn't some local girl get pummeled that way? Didn't some local girl lose her life?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep a house in Afghanistan or some Middle Eastern country from being demolished?
Mm-hmm.
They hit the gas a little harder.
Yeah.
They hit the gas and went right over her.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe the I Hate You hotline's a better way to go.
Yeah, okay. That's a better option. I'm with you.
People don't die very often when they call you a hate you hotline.
Because the architects want those buildings built. They're not going to let some crackpot lady stop them.
No.
I'm going to turn you into a Blizzard crushed Oreo.
Yeah,
The T-Man. Power.
The first home Elvis ever bought is for sale online.
Oh.
It's a rancher in Nashville, and it's posted on eBay. So far, there's a bid for $100,000.
Right, how many bathrooms now?
A group that operates an Elvis museum.
Oh, there's a bid. They offered $100,000 there. They're going to open a Dairy Queen. What do you think?
Wow, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting. The first home Elvis ever bought. Not the home he was raised in, right? That would be a lot more valuable, I would think.
Yeah, I don't
the first home he ever bought with his own his own money.
Yes.
From
He got a paycheck. He bought a house. Of course, that's when he was working at a hardware store. But it's still the first house he technically ever bought.
Right.
Yeah, he was quite the hardware salesman, by the way.
Was he?
Oh yeah. He tried to turn down the washer he's offering.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Tough to do.
Might be some prescription drugs still hidden in the wall in that house.
Whoa.
Worth looking.
Sure, yeah, it is.
A couple of buried treasures.
Yeah.
That's pre-drugs, though.
What was pre-drugs?
Well, his first house, I'm sure. I mean, didn't he kind of get into that later in life?
I don't know.
I'm sure he dabbled, Stephen.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
All the rock stars do.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Steven should dabble once in a while.
Mm-hmm. He'd be a whole different person.
Dabble.
Oh, please. Ladies
stop
and
doing
gentlemen, the car show, Terry. You aware of
Yes,
this car show coming
I
up?
am.
You aware of the Cube 93 KFC Snacker Global Import and Domestic Car Show, to be precise?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
You know, at this
May 13th. isn't it?
facility, the Tacoma Dome, they're going to have the T-Man Wagon O Conception.
Ow.
Car models everywhere you turn.
Wow.
Actually, speaking of that,
Yeah?
I'm glad I brought that up, because there are a lot of car models that are already being hired for this particular show, Terry. I mean, what's a car show without your top flight models?
Right.
But I'm thinking that we need to find, not that we're going to do some big dramatic, long drawn out call out kind of thing for a car show model or two, but for maybe a one day kind of thing. We need to alert the listeners that an undiscovered car show model or two needs to be just that, discovered, Terry,
Yeah.
for the Cube 93 KFC Snacker Global Independent Car Show. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. Yes.
Because car show modeling has always been a desire of many a guy out there, Terry. I'm sure there are tons of guys who wanted to lay on a car and be a model, right?
Absolutely.
All right, maybe it's for the ladies mainly. But I'm not going to discriminate by gender. But I am going to. I'm in the discovery business, Terry.
Are ya?
Yes, I love to take an undiscovered little flower and turn her into a lovely bouquet. And yes, what
You're
an
pretty
analogy.
good at that, right?
Not really. But how about a week from Friday?
Okay.
Let's make it known now. Let's allow women to apply. Let's not have women waste our time, or men waste our time if they're not really model material. We have to set up some kind of link, some kind of way for them to get in contact with us. But if you've ever wanted to be a car show model, and who hasn't, Terry? Who hasn't looked at themselves in a full-length mirror and say, I want to be a car show model? Yes, of course you have.
Oh, I want to be a car show model.
Mm-hmm. And we will give you your shot to be just that. And who knows, maybe it's a one-time deal, maybe it ends on that day, and maybe that's the only story you have about car show modeling for the future. But who knows, maybe you're such a natural car show model in an American Idol kind of way. Look at Kelly Clarkson. If it weren't for that show, she wouldn't be selling album after album and being the big star that she is. If you become a car show model and you really are a natural, maybe they have no choice but to take you on the circuit.
There you go.
And before you know it, you're on the cover of Maxim.
Woo!
These possibilities are just that. They're possible, Terry.
That's right.
Not probable. But you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. My point is, Kelly Clarkson would still be working as some lifeguard somewhere at a summer pool if it weren't for her being discovered on American Idol, right? She'd be sitting there with the whistle, twirling it around her finger, then back again.
Right,
All
right.
Adult Swim, everyone out, you know.
Right, right.
She wouldn't be discovered.
Sure.
And she has a lot of talent. So, car show models we must find, Stephen R. Kilbreth.
Perfect opportunity for a great break for you.
And that's where your very key and trained eye comes into play.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know cars.
He knows cars. He knows car show models. He's going to
Don't know either, but
he's going to be an integral part. Of course you don't. He's going to be an integral part, not really, of picking out a person who is going to be our representative. And Terry, even if just a whole slew of dogs come down here, someone's going to win.
Hey, Bertha's here for the car show model.
Yeah, I mean, I'm committing right now that amongst the ones being hired professionally, amongst the car show models being picked out of agencies and stuff like that to be a part of the show, some lady listener or two, or more, for all we know, is going to be picked, whether on the morning that we make finals morning. It's just going to be a one-morning thing where ladies come down who say, hey, yeah, I heard what you said. I want to be a car show model. I'd like my shot. On that day when they all come down and we pick one or two will be picked. That's the point.
Gotcha.
Even if It's just a lineup of Bow Wows out the door.
Oh, wow. So Bow Wows do apply.
I'm committing, because if that's all it shows up, then one of you is going to have a chance. But but yes, obviously we're looking for someone who's going to look good next to the car, laying on the car, in the car, legs up.
Now,
the back end.
Again, we're taking apps, that kind of
We're
thing.
taking applications
Via email and pictures?
through email, pictures, obviously. Or
Do you want them
certainly-
laid out on a car, maybe, to give an example of how good they'd look on a car?
Terry, I want them doing whatever they feel comes to mind.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And obviously, Delilah's going to have to be called for the judging on this final quarter.
I can't wait to see her again.
And Roddy Piper's coming in a week from Friday, right?
Really?
Isn't that what they told us? Doesn't he want to come in here? Well,
I remember him when
now
I was
know.
growing up.
Yeah. He's going to be a judge, too, Terry.
He's the one who wore the little Scottish whatever.
Kilt?
Yeah, the
right.
kilt. When he went wrestling or something.
So we have our
He went
judges in
wrestling
place.
or something?
Wrestling around in that there ring. Wow, cool.
They've been begging us to have Roddy Piper on the air for about a month
exciting.
now. So now I finally know what I can do with him. Because I'm not the guy who sits down and does an interview. Oh, tell me back in the day when you felt Hogan. You know, I mean, that's not what I'm doing
Right,
here.
I don't
All
think
right?
I ever recall anything.
But just
like
to have him sit in the back and be a judge, that'd be fine.
that. Awesome.
And I like Roddy Piper.
There you go.
So between him
And Delilah?
and Steven's very trained eye.
Steven's going to be down here in the studio?
We'll have to look at him from up here, right?
That's right.
You don't want to be down
I was
there.
gonna
His eye is so damn trained that he can see through the walls.
Wow.
That'd be great to be a part of the show, though, and judge something. So
Gasman will be very hurt he's not asked.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
He loves the broads.
Gasman's in. Pasty.
Yes, man, a call.
So you on this? Are you making the proper calls to set up the proper links, to set up the proper contact information, to set up the proper, and have the people out there that are interested in being a model that yesterday they never thought they had a shot, today they realized that they absolutely do?
Absolutely. Email has been sent off to Computer Guy, and hopefully we'll have a link up by the end of the show.
Computer Guy.
I thought it was
he's no longer a freak.
No, he's
A combination of Greg the Internet Guy and Computer Freak.
sorry, dude. I smoke a lot of weed.
Computer Guy.
I just kind of threw it all together there.
And of course, you're going to need May 13th, which is a Saturday, in Tacoma. You're going to need that day available, or else there's really, I don't see any reason to apply, obviously. The car show is May 13th. Chameleonaire and Little Flip will be there.
Woo.
Will you? And of course, the person who wins, as far as the person we pick, person or persons to be the car show model of choice, as determined by the T-Man in the Morning Show, Terry.
Yes.
They're going to get passes for all their family to watch them make just buffoons out of themselves at their first time ever car show.
Whoa, their entire family?
screw that up,
What do they
though?
call? I mean,
can't screw
cousins,
up.
aunts, uncles, everybody?
How can you screw up being a car model?
Terry, let's say they want 10 members of their family. We'll provide them passes.
Wow.
But that's where we kept
Very
it.
generous.
10.
Mm-hmm.
That
Gotta
is
cap it somewhere.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
Okay, I got all my family trucking in from Nebraska.
Just so they can see
Not a
you.
wedding, Chief.
You got you got to
so
cap
you
it
lay
somewhere.
out on the car.
Mhm.
God, honey, you look great.
All right.
I think it's a big
So
moment.
proud of you.
It's a big moment for an undiscovered talent, and regardless of whether you parlay it immediately into something bigger, if you're interested in modeling,
Yeah.
if you're seriously interested in modeling, it's something that looks pretty good on a resume, I would think.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, jeez.
You got Cube 93 and KFC behind
snackers? Yeah.
You got KFC snacker on your resume. You can't go wrong.
Jeez. Take a picture with a snacker in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
What a great ad for KFC,
You're
man.
gonna be taking a lot of pictures with stuff in your hand.
I'll be a snacker model. We need any of those.
Stephen, you've been that for years, whether you've known it or not.
Snacker model.
Mm-hmm.
Having our own
You get
American.
to email Pasty today, but it never ends.
Wow.
Yes. Now,
Pictures and all.
as far as today's business is finding someone to win 4 passes to the car show.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the air. This is Lisa. Good morning, Lisa.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
Good. Now, you've been on the phone for a little bit of time, even before I made this announcement, so I'm sure you're extra excited now that you know you can be a car show model, right, Lisa?
I am extra excited. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You think you have what it takes? I was just kind of joking with you, thinking that the chances were probably limited. That what are the odds that you want to be a car show model?
Actually, I thought about being a model, but I don't know if I have what it takes to be a model. But I'd give it my all.
Maybe you have too much of what it takes. In the pounds department.
What's that?
Never mind. All right. So you want tickets or not?
Yes, please.
All right, hang on. There you go.
Wow, that was short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's America's Next Top Car Show model.
Hey, Lisa.
She's not. She knows she can't do it.
Oh, well. Are you a big Dairy Queen fan there, Lisa?
It usually is. It normally is a little more difficult than that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's usually more difficult than saying, what was that? Yeah, wait, hang on. What else is going on in the world, Terry? What else is happening?
A little interesting local story here in regards to the visit by President Hu. There was a big dinner last night at Bill Gates' house where a lot of, many local political people as well as others were there, with the exception of Ron Sims. He got invited to the dinner.
Now, does Bill Gates have that catered, or does he sit there in the kitchen with the apron making some hors d'oeuvres and the entree for his guests?
Well, I don't think I see,
flipping burgers.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big barbecue.
Frozen quiches from Trader Joe's.
Right.
Does he get some of those meatballs from Trader Joe's or no?
No, I think he's really having it catered.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it's a big...
He has people that handle that for him, is what you're saying.
I would say so,
Got
sure.
it. The president of China comes in.
Hey.
He doesn't trust his own tuna salad hand-making...
Right.
I see.
I mean, and I'm sure Melinda probably wanted to make her best dish and all, but he
She
said,
made the famous Melinda Gates fondue.
Yeah,
I see.
but Bill said,
people.
hey, honey.
There were 200 people at the
Well, I
Gates
think it was
house
like
last
100
night?
people, yeah.
President of China really packs them in, huh?
And Henry Kissinger was there.
Yeah, Henry Kissinger was
He
there.
opened for the president of China last night?
Yeah.
His act was great. Had a great set last night at Kissinger.
So they had Henry Kissinger.
Yeah, and then they had
President of
Schultz.
China. Howard Schultz.
Howard Schultz was there.
Charles M.
I had Howard Schultz there. They had Howard Schultz.
Son of Charles M.
Okay.
I mean, Charles M. wanted him to take over the peanuts business, but he went into the coffee business instead. Okay.
And then, of course, our governor was there, and other political people.
Yes,
and like
but I
I
think
said, with the exception, Ron Sims.
I think I know
King
what
County
you're-
exec. He was invited.
I heard the story. I
Yeah.
think I heard it on the way in this morning that he was a no-show. All these political and very interesting people getting together to welcome, really for the first time ever, the open arm greeting for the president of China.
Yes.
And Ron Sims, according to what I heard, Terry, said that he wasn't going to go without his wife.
Correct.
Is that the whole story?
That is pretty much it. He said that she wasn't invited, so he was not. He declined the offer to go. He would not go unless she was there.
And did he call it? Did I hear him go as far as to say that it was date night and he couldn't leave her on date night? Does it say that in the story, or did I dream that?
No, I think you're pretty much right there. He said that.
You heard that, Stephen?
Yes.
That it was officially date night in the Sims home.
Yeah.
And he even said, I don't care where, what her plans are for us, but
Right.
I'm going to be with her.
Instead of the president of China and all these
and Bill Gates
professional and political figures.
Right.
Got it.
Well, they had plans to see the bench warmers, so they needed to.
Nothing more romantic than your Tuesday night date night, Terry. You can't break that off.
Well, yeah.
'Cause heaven
Some
knows-
people say, I think that's great, actually.
Heaven knows Mrs. Sims can't expect date night to be Friday or Saturday because Ron is out at Belltown Billiams whooping it up.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to go with Tuesday night date night, and he's not going to break that.
Fridays are blind date night for him.
Well, his wife is all filled with expectations about and very excited, anticipating date night's arrival.
Right.
It's surprising they didn't allow spouses at the dinner, though. That is kind of weird.
Well,
I
it
think
gets a
one
little overcrowded when there's only so much room in the Bill Gates house.
Well, you saw the building on TV. It looked pretty big to me.
Yeah,
the room did.
that is
well,
safe.
it's
Looks like the Sheraton.
It's a Rambler. And,
He owns the biggest home in the history of homes, but it's not
It's a little
out of
crowded.
chairs.
Yeah, we're out of chairs, not enough chairs.
but eventually, kind of like China itself, you run out of room.
Yeah, they keep producing in China, so they don't care.
Yeah.
I bet the governor's husband was there.
Yeah,
this
I think
was-
that was the only spouse.
This
invited.
wasn't
Really?
just some big soiree. It was a big kind of.
Well, yeah, it's a big.
It was beyond just your social gathering. They were talking shop a little bit too, and sometimes the spouses get in the way of business.
Shut it. It's in over your head. You wouldn't get it.
And Ron at the kids' table in the next room, so he was a little upset about that probably. So forget you.
So your take on the fact that his wife wasn't invited? He said, "You know what? If she's not invited, I'm not invited.
Right, and-
I'm not going." Your take on that is what, Terry?
I think that's wonderful.
You think that's
actually.
wonderful?
I do, and
Do you know?
Well, I think it's very, very sweet, and and it's wonderful. I think it shows that he's in love with his wife, and
Very romantic.
yeah,
isn't it?
very romantic,
Yes,
and
he kept Tuesday night date night alive.
yes, Yes.
Yes.
And it
Isn't
kind
that
of
sweet?
shows that she's a very important part in his life.
Gosh. And if he would have gone to this dinner, she would have realized that she's not important.
Well, whether I'm sure she probably told him, hey, go ahead and go, because she's probably understanding like that.
Sure.
But, he...
You leave me on date night, it's over. You know how wives do it, Terry.
No.
This is date night.
It's a message to a communist leader that women are important.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Is that what is really behind this, Stephen?
Well, I mean, if that is, he should say that, but I don't think that is what it is.
He did come out and say, in a bold fashion, hey, my wife wasn't invited, then I'm not invited. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'll stick with the date night, yeah.
Christine Gregoire was there, right?
Yes, and yeah.
And a lot of political figures were there, and that's the point. I mean, this is not necessarily this overwhelming soiree that this Terry. He's a public official, okay?
Yeah.
He may be a husband and a father and all that stuff, too, but this has a tinge of business attached to it.
But
he's been hired, he's been elected by the people to represent this area over and over again.
Yeah.
He may have a little responsibility to show up to this thing, you think?
Well, 9 to 5 is
can't go date night.
9 to 5 is his gig. This is extracurricular.
Right. And the other thing, too, is that I think that,
President of China doesn't just show up every week. Oh, I'll catch him next time. Yeah, tell the POC I'll get together with for beers for him next week. It's not like you can say, well, I'll catch him next time around.
No, I understand
You're trying to show the president of China, whether you agree politically or disagree, you're still trying to put some nice, warm feelings out there, and you withhold your whatever political stance you have on the country in general, and you try to be civil. And everyone gets together, and he is a public official, and he has a little tad bit of responsibility to show up to this thing, in my opinion, and wives get in the way.
Oh, just shows that, his family and his wife are a priority to him.
All right. Well, then, if it's such a priority, maybe you should step down and say, you know what, my family's so much of a priority, I can't do my job.
Well, but
got to show up when an elected official is asked to be at a get-together of this magnitude. He has a responsibility, as elected by the people, to show up.
The president of China should have said, well, how about Wednesday? Does that work for you, Mr. Sims?
Can you pencil me in then?
Since it's not date night?
You know?
Well, but the other thing, too, I mean, as Hotshot pointed out, sure, it was a dinner, and I understand where you're coming from with all the political thing. However, I mean, it just wasn't that important to him. This was more important to him, and there's nothing wrong with that. To me.
To you, yes. I see.
I think it's very...
It's all about romance.
I mean, but what, think about it.
Shun the president of China.
But wait a minute. But what is the president going to do for the King County exec? I mean, really?
I guess he's never going to know. He wasn't there.
But
it's less political and more don't pirate our software, basically, is what the dinner was about.
Right. It's all to make nicey nice with, Microsoft.
Well, yes, there was that problem that Bill Gates, I'm sure, was concerned about, that China, instead of being a part of the business, was going about pirating all Microsoft software. But guess what? If you owned a business and you wanted people to buy your product, and instead they were making knockoffs to duplicate your product, you'd be pretty pissed off, too.
Well, right. I don't blame him for being pissed off.
Right.
But that's what the dinner's for, basically. So,
but that's what I'm saying. What is
the only bit of agenda on the table?
Well, they bought Boeing planes, too.
The point is, it's a one-time visit, really, in the whole history of this Northwest area by the president of China, and maybe something was going to go down that he needed to have an ear open to.
Well,
but nope, he's all canoodling with his wife at home.
Well, but our governor was there, and so, there's the political stance for Washington State, right?
Well, the former governor was there. I mean, the senators were there. So it was a big deal.
There you go.
Put the bulb after the tub, I'll be right in.
I guess
Just pouring us a little champagne there, baby.
So he sits there at dinner and listens to, Bill and everybody else. And maybe he gets to say hello and meet him, yes, and get a picture. But after that, he just kind of sits there and says,
when we went to Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, it was about 8 parts pleasure, 2 parts business, all right? We certainly had some business there to do. We had show business. We had a little monkey business.
Give it a business.
Business on the plate. All right.
Yeah.
spouses were not invited.
I understand that.
Because there's only so much space on a plane. There's only so much space in Vegas. And not enough space for spouses. And I didn't see you, Terry, saying, you know what? I got to be romantic. I got to be loyal. If my husband's not invited, I'm not going. I didn't see you say that because you know there's not much business, but there was business attached to our trip.
But I don't have a date night or anything majorly.
What's date night? Date night Tuesday can't be rescheduled? No, we only have it once every solar eclipse, and today's the day.
Well,
you reschedule your date night for the president of China.
Ron Sims missed out because he actually announced the ancient Chinese secret.
Oh,
So
damn
now
it.
everybody knows but him. That's what you get, man.
And it wasn't cowgirl.
Are you sure? You might have been using that on date night.
After all these years. Date night. Give me a break.
Date night.
Date night.
19 years, man, they've been together.
Who has date night when they're married?
Yeah. Dumb.
Mm-hmm. Would you please?
I mean, just for an opportunity to go to their house and eat dinner there, that would be cool.
Steven would love it.
I would have loved it.
I would love to
Can
snub
you
him.
show up for the Gates Pigs in a Blanket hors d'oeuvres, please?
All right, sure they had that.
Yeah.
And tell your wife all about it. I think she'll understand.
Ron could have talked to a bunch of people about more tax increases. It would have been great for him.
Oh, yeah.
Not that this has any relevance, but what's his wife's nationality?
She's
what is she? Is she
actually-
white? Is she black?
No,
is she...
she's Filipino.
Oh,
actually.
that explains everything.
Yeah, you would have stayed home, too.
I understand the heat applied by your Filipino wife.
She is Filipino, yes. Nice lady. I've met them both before.
Is that right?
Oh.
I'm sure they're a very nice couple, Terry.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, they've been married for 19 years, so...
Is there something else that he's hiding and it sounds better to say, you know, it was date night, I couldn't be there? Was there something good on TV last night?
Probably. Let's see, what is Tuesday night?
Scrubs, maybe?
Well, there was
Yeah.
no deal or no deal, so.
Oh, maybe he really is a huge fan of that. I can't miss out.
You know, they ended Monday night show at a cliffhanger moment. I got to find out whether she takes a deal.
No, there wasn't that.
And I have my wife hasn't got out and got us TiVo yet. Come on, was it really an unbreakable Tuesday night date night? Would you please?
For him it was, but
I don't buy
I
it.
just think that's kind of sweet.
My wife's not invited, I'm not invited. Screw the people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a Clear Channel Christmas party, man. Come on.
Yeah, Clear Channel Christmas party, the spouses aren't even invited to.
No.
Yeah, did I go?
Not an
No.
option.
Yeah, well, that's obviously there's nothing nearly important that happens there.
Right.
Except people just making idiots of themselves, which leads to many a great
Well,
story.
but
you got a
have
chance to
all
win an
our-
award.
Yeah, but you have all the upper
You have
management
to meet with
too.
the Gras
that
for
you know,
10 minutes.
It's there that you can, you know, wheel and deal with.
Why are you
them,
flashing at me?
chit-chat.
How behind are we?
Way behind.
No, we can't be.
We have
That's
to.
pretty far.
Top 5 of all time.
I got,
Oh, jeez.
I got date morning with Pasty right now.
Day morning.
The T-Man.
Love this song.
Awesome. They're touring this year.
Yeah, I know. You don't think I know? I'm getting backstage passes.
Are they number one on the charts?
I got the remix, Terry.
Do you?
Yeah.
God, the dance one or what? Wow. Lucky you.
And you know what this means, Terry? This means that All the Way May is on the line.
Woohoo!
Either her or Star's mom.
Right.
Yes, doesn't matter to us. Yes, May. How are
Good morning,
you?
T-Man.
Good
I'm good.
morning to you, May.
Well, my dad is going to say goodbye to the president of China today.
Your dad is going to be meeting with the president of China?
No, just
Yeah, mine
saying
too.
goodbye, waving little flag, you know,
Ah.
stuff like that.
That's nice.
Are you Chinese?
I am a real Chinese.
Ah,
She's
okay.
real Chinese.
No MSG in her.
Really?
Lots of MSG. Well, he's very gung-ho about it. I don't know why.
Well, your dad doesn't have date afternoon? Are you sure he's able to go and wave to the plane as the president of
Yeah.
China leaves, or what?
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Represent the whole, some community.
Somebody's got to represent Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron Sims says, date
I
night.
know. You know, it's so weird because my dad has been working for the government for all of his life.
Yes.
He gets nothing, but he actually lives off me and American government. But he's so gung-ho about meeting Chinese president.
I'd love to be there, old Prez, but I got date night with the wife. I got a commitment to my woman.
Wow.
Okay, hot
Heaven
shot.
forbid.
I know.
Hot
heaven
shot.
forbid.
You say something wrong yesterday.
That's every day.
Yes, every day, yes. You said, well, just try to correct you. He is the president of China, not the head of Communist Party. It's two different things.
Okay, well, they still need to free Tibet. So when's that going to happen?
That's it.
This is getting deep. No, yeah, right. All right.
Wow, Hotshot is never wrong.
Terry, I'll tell you this.
Shocking.
Write it down, kids.
I'll tell you this.
Whoa. Yeah?
What was yesterday's date? There's probably a lot of women out there that agree with you. As a matter of fact, I think it'd probably be the mass consensus, if you will. A lot of women hear what Ron Sims, the elected official, did yesterday, and they say, "Oh, what a great husband."
Oh, he loves me.
And number one, he's an elected official and had a responsibility to be there if it was just some big soiree or not, Terry. You never know what's going to break out. Number two.
What's going to break out?
Number two.
Key party.
Number 2.
Key party.
Oh, I got Bill. That sucks.
I got the president of China's wife.
Oh my God,
yes.
I saw that on
awesome.
TV, by the way.
She is hot.
Number two, Terry.
Yes.
I'm not so ready to buy this excuse that it was date night and that's the only reason he couldn't be there.
What do you think?
It sounds like a cover-up to me, Terry.
Like a cover-up for...
I don't know.
Just
Maybe
about
he had a fantasy baseball draft or something. I don't know.
Something more important.
Something else was on the docket.
Oh,
I don't believe that he couldn't make this big happening at Bill Gates' house with all the other representatives of Washington State being there, with Howard Schultz, and Howard Schultz didn't bring his wife, didn't seem to have a problem. All these other people that were there, he didn't miss it only because it was Tuesday night date night. Something doesn't add up. Something else was going on. There was something big on TV.
Right.
Something
TV
else
night on Tuesday.
that wouldn't have fly. Something else, some other excuse that wouldn't have fly. It wouldn't fly as well as, oh well, it was date night and I couldn't leave my wife because a real husband doesn't do that.
Oh.
She wasn't invited, so I'm not invited either. Because I am the modern man.
He's standing by his woman.
Secret. I got a secret.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you there for the help. Yeah.
Gosh.
I like to sing backup.
A little harmonizing there or whatever.
Secret. I got a secret. I don't know what the secret is, Terry. I don't think it's some big secret. I think it's actually a pretty small secret, which is why he came up with this preposterous excuse like it was date night and he couldn't go to the Gates house when the POC was there. He's going to make it up how? He's going to get together next week at the Wing Dome with the POC, Terry? Have some beers and some spicy wings. Yeah, can't be there. It's date night. But next Thursday, Wing Dome, me and you.
Maybe next time he travels to China, he's got a date.
He's not welcome in China anymore, Terry. You don't stand up. The POC. Especially when they're having the Xbox elimination little round that he was scheduled to be a part of. Now they got to rewrite the brackets.
Damn it.
Yeah, at least go to Bill's house and shove a 360 in your bag on the way out.
Whoa, maybe that was...
Take a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Not easy to get your hands on, as you are aware of, Terry.
Yeah, but then again, Bill Gates' house is all securityed up, so you can't even, lift anything, not even a plate without something going on.
But what's really nauseating is that I guarantee you your take on this is going to be pretty much every woman's take on this, Terry. This is a complete gender split down the gender line kind of thing, where all the women out there are going to hear this story. It's blasted all over the news, and it's in all the papers this morning that Ron Sims, in a very non-conventional way, refused the invitation to go to this huge soiree. Oh, yes, what a lovely get-together, what a lovely brunch. Hey, nice to see you. Oh, yes. He didn't show up because his wife wasn't invited. All women out there collectively are saying, oh, what a man.
Yeah, what a man. Oh, yeah. I think it was very nice, yes.
I wonder what they did last night.
What do you mean, at the...
No, on date night.
Well, just close your eyes and visualize Bill Gates with a lampshade on his head. Come on, Steven, you can do it.
No, did the Sims go to the Outback or something?
What did the Sims do? Yeah, what do they do for date night?
It's cool if they did nothing.
Yeah, just sat there
in the house.
Didn't even talk to each other.
Scratched himself for 4 hours straight.
No, he said that he would be holding his wife's hand regardless of where they are or what they're doing.
So he didn't say what they did?
No.
He didn't say what the date night plans were?
He said that he didn't know what her plans were for him.
They didn't show up at the Palisades and the waiter was like, what are you doing here? You should be at Gates' house.
Right. Well, I mean... with the dinner being at the Gates home and significant others and spouses not being included, so was Melinda Gates asked to leave the home?
No, she lives there, Terry.
Well, but you said the first gentleman was even there, so why all of a sudden was Ron Sims' wife not there?
Can't invite everyone. Women are the first to go.
Women and children first.
So it says you and no guest on the envelope?
Yeah.
More or less, yes. Don't, it says in big bold print on the back, before you even open the envelope on the back part, don't bring your wife.
Don't bring that wife of yours.
So be removed.
Don't you think they're required to have done something big last night? They had to go out to some nice dinner to make this all
I
worthwhile?
don't think they're required. Why would they be required? Just because he said no?
They better not have sat at home with pinkies interlocked on the sofa.
Well, maybe they did. With a glass of wine and a lovely fire ablazing.
That is
playing checkers.
That is irresponsible behavior towards the people who elected you as an official.
He had to be one of the 50 people at the Mariner game last night.
One of the 50 people.
He had a responsibility to be there, Terry. As I said, you never know at these kind of things what's going to break out. He may have missed an important piece of worldwide news that would have become available on the spot there.
Well, I'm sure he would have seen it on the news at 11 when it was breaking. Who knows?
This is how you make Kung Pao chicken.
Here's my secret recipe.
Something as big as that, yes.
Oh, goodness.
That as an elected official, we elected him to be responsible to find out this stuff. We didn't elect him to on a big moment to say, well, I can't go, it's date night.
Maybe there was something about the seating arrangement. That could be.
Yeah, maybe.
He didn't like who he was sitting with.
Could have been.
Who was he sitting next to, Stephen? Who do you have in mind?
Oh, I don't know, but there could have been somebody.
The gay phone operator?
There could have been, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to sit next to the guy who smells like cheese. I'm sorry, I'm out.
Wow. Especially eating fondue. Grossing me out, man.
Because, of course, Gay was invited and went, even though it was date night.
All right.
Yeah.
Because he's an important figure.
He could have been at the table with some awful Republican or something like that and didn't like that. So.
Terry, what else is going on in the world? Then I'm gonna. Oh, the phone lines are already open because I look down and I see all the lines are filled. Then people want to respond to this situation, this snubbing, if you will.
Snubbing.
That women, I can already sense, Terry, I'm going to find oh so romantic. I was not surprised to hear your interpretation on this.
Mm-hmm. No?
A very non-professional interpretation from a professional like yourself, Terry. Very surprising. Romance rules out in the end.
Uh-huh.
In the end.
Wow.
That's how they stay together for so long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The end?
Exactly.
The romance in the end.
Anyway.
Give me one quick little ditty. What's going on?
You know, the painters who got fired for going to the immigration rally last week. We talked about that. Well, they got their jobs back, according to this news source.
So my reaction to that didn't fall on deaf ears either then, Terry.
I guess
did
not.
It?
No. Mm-mm.
See that? They got rehired.
They did.
You see that? Mm-hmm. And this situation also will have a resolution that is very T-Man oriented. Ron Sims is going to be forced to have a special get-together one-on-one at the Gates house to make good on the night he missed with the POC, Terry.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, maybe
it's going to
he
be a little awkward, just him and the POC, Terry.
Well, but maybe he'd prefer that. Then he would get, actual time with the POC.
Nice.
And not only is his wife not invited, Terry, but she has to leave the country.
Whoa!
For that particular night to make good, Terry.
Oh, God.
So the painters got their jobs back.
Yeah, they did. They although they did lose a week's pay.
And did the woman who was the boss, the woman who fired them for leaving and going to the immigration rally, did she make a public apology?
Well, no. It just says, though, that the president of the painting company says the return was negotiated with the painters union. So.
Sherry, you're on the air.
Hi.
How are you?
I just wanted to say I agree with T-Man.
Mm-hmm. Got her head screwed on right this morning, Terry, and she sounds like a female, though I don't take anything for granted.
Well, I've been married for 19 years, and, he should have been there. That's ridiculous. He is a public official. Be there. Date night, you can make that another night.
Yeah, if your date night's on Tuesday, something tells me it's reschedulable. Okay?
Well, exactly.
If you're holding Tuesday night date night, something tells me you can push it to Thursday. Oh, no, every night of the week is taken. We've had this plan for 6 months. Tuesday night, April, what was yesterday? April 18th.
All right.
Was date night.
Well, but the thing is, he does have a busy schedule, as we all know, because of his position.
He's got dinner with the president of Bellevue later.
And, and who knows? Maybe
the busiest part of your schedule should be your dinner with the president of China. Okay? If your schedule is so busy that you can't work in the dinner with the president of China, something tells me you got your schedule a little out of whack.
Well, maybe...
You must have some real important things then. Yeah, Moses and I are getting together tomorrow.
By the way, Election Day is on a Tuesday, so he didn't seem to have a problem with, skipping that to take part in.
Yeah, I can't make my acceptance speech. It's date night.
Yeah, date night.
Well, that was the date.
The acceptance speech.
Yeah. Because she was there. She was able to be there, right?
Kristen.
I'm sure.
You're on the air.
Yes. Man, you guys Terry keeps tripping. Of course he should have been there. This state has enough issues with people messing up and our government messing up and not acting right to not show up for the president. That's corny. Date night is corny.
Maybe he was just embarrassed of his, his chopstick skills weren't up to par or something.
Well, they had filet mignon, I think.
Oh, really?
Wow.
They had filet mignon, there was a fish entree, and then something else, too.
Wow.
They had 3 options.
Yeah, but when you're all toasting the president of China, you got to eat your filet mignon with chopsticks.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and the president of China is going to see
please?
see Ron Sims way down there at table 175 over there.
Bridget! Hit the wrong line. Bridget, yes, I hit the hot line.
He-Man.
Luckily, John wasn't on it.
Yeah.
Yes, Bridget.
Terry is a little bit confused. I'm agreeing with you all the way.
I'm shocked.
See, there you go.
I'm shocked.
just confused.
Listen.
Whoa.
The reality is
Leave her home.
the president of China is on his way to meet our president of the United States at the White House, made a pit stop here first, and Ron Sims couldn't make it to dinner. It's not about him having a personal conversation with the man. It's just about the simple reality of respect when you're in a position like that. Date night was crap. That's it's a shadow of something. It's shadowing something else that's going on. I'm with you. Date night is every single night that you're married.
Yeah.
You have date night with your husband and wife every night. I mean, the reality is, if that was my husband, and I'm married too, if that was my husband, first of all, I wouldn't even want to go. I don't want to go.
You'd want to go to the Gates house.
Yeah, you would.
But if you couldn't, you'd understand. Okay, it's not my job. I wasn't elected by the people. My husband was.
Exactly.
The moment I get elected by the people, I'll go. Christine Gregoire was there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's actually
she's the
embarrassing.
governor.
I know. That's my
higher
point.
profile.
I think it's embarrassing.
If when a woman gets elected, she goes. It's not a knock on women that his wife wasn't invited to go. She has no business there. It was a business dinner. They discussed business. And then they had the key party.
Okay, key party starting in 25 minutes. Those who want to stay.
Ron Sims talking to the president of China's wife. Okay, mine has the little horse on the keychain there.
Oh, I got Henry Kissinger.
Feel right. Oh, God.
That'd be hot. Max.
Yeah, good morning, T-Man.
Good morning, Max.
Good. I just wanted to say that Ron Sims had a responsibility to the public, like you said. And again, it's not about him directly having a business dealing with the Chinese president, but it's about respect for Bill Gates. Does he understand how important Bill Gates is?
Don't lose sight of the fact this disrespects a lot of the local people as well. I mean, Bill Gates was hosting a big soiree, Terry, but it was date night. Are you kidding me?
What kind of relationship is he trying to establish with Bill Gates?
He runs stuff.
Yeah.
Again, this is not about... He wasn't invited because he's a friend of somebody. He was invited because of his position.
Ron says, a little lucky I'm not Bill Gates, Terry. His little office would be virus-bound as far as his computers. All...
Well, Ron Sims just uses Mac anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's an
I wonder
Apple
who
user.
the alternate was, like if somebody canceled. Like, the owner of Dick's or some guy, not really that cool, but a little more clout.
Just missed the cut?
Yeah.
But now that Ron Sims canceled, there was an open spot?
Yeah, last-minute cancellation.
Right.
Didn't have
Tom
time.
Shane.
Wow.
Tom Shane.
Someone like that. Les Schwab.
Tom Shane.
E. Robbins.
I guarantee you, Tom Shane leaving the wife at home.
Oh, yeah.
Like he does when he goes searching for diamonds. That's business. He didn't go searching for diamonds with his wife.
He's probably had an empty plate there with the little name place.
Yeah.
Ron Sims.
I'm sure he's the life of the party, too, don't you think? Tom Shane?
Oh, absolutely.
Located across the street from the boo-boo-boo.
I'm going to sit here at the corner of Christine Gregoire and Howard Schultz.
Oh, Stephen.
Oh, Miss Gregoire, that's a quality diamond.
Did you?
In about an hour. All right.
Pretty sure
I'm
she didn't
combining
give
all
hers
kinds of
there.
commercial stuff.
You are.
Well, it's probably someone that got, on the outside looking in and could have been there.
Jeff. Good morning. Yeah, you know, Melinda and Bill sat down. They realized how many people they could fit into their home.
Yeah.
And there were some people that just didn't make the cut that, you know, we'd like to invite them, but, honey, we can't invite everyone, so, okay, let's draw the line here. Who was that person right underneath the line, Terry?
Somebody.
I'm sure they didn't even know half the people there.
Okay.
They had nothing to do with the list.
Still, there was someone that was just on the wrong side of the cutoff line. Was it Tom Shane?
Damn it.
Tom Shane.
You guys are wrong.
Jeff, are you there?
Oh, hey, what's going on, you guys? That is the biggest example of the pussification of men ever.
Oh.
Biggest contributor in the history. And Terry has meat curtains.
Just wants me to envelop him in my meat curtains.
Oh, jeez. And those thoughts do go hand in hand.
Funniest thing Steven ever heard about when you hear Steven's a dickhead, he ain't laughing.
Oh,
I laugh at that.
He laughs at everything that doesn't involve him.
That's not true.
He's very good at laughing out loud.
I think it was the surprise of hearing it just then.
Steven's a dickhead's a surprise every time.
You never laugh at that one.
Actually, I do.
Mm-hmm.
She listens more often.
Well, it must be one of those silent belly laughs. And you have the belly for it.
Yeah, it takes up the whole room here.
Adrian.
I love it when people talk about you and Campbell doing it too, huh? Not laughing now.
All right, let's try Michelle. Michelle, are you there?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
What's up, Michelle?
You know, I'm in agreement. I don't think that Ron Sims should have been there. I think, what's the big deal? I mean, if it was all about business, why didn't they conduct it during business hours? Why did it have to be at Bill Gates' house for dinner? Why couldn't he just did it at a timely order? So Ron Sims staying home with his wife, I think that was a good thing.
Well, he had limited hours in town, the president of China. Maybe it just didn't work out to be a nice noon get-together as you would like it to have been.
Well,
He could
you know what?
easily
If it
do
wasn't,
that.
if the president of China was that important, that it had to be business.
You're right. It wasn't that important. It was just some little dinner. You're totally on it. President of China, every big dignitary in town, no big deal. Stay home with the wife. It's date night. Tuesday night date nights are very important. The Wednesday night, he can do what he wants.
In that position, there are things that you have to do.
Yes, exactly. You're an elected official. You're working for the people. I think this is an event you should be at.
So it should have been made
Date
a
night
mandatory.
gets pushed to Wednesday.
So it should have said on the invitation a mandatory.
Well,
mandatory.
You shouldn't have to say that.
You shouldn't have to say it. It goes without saying when you're elected by the people. Was Ron Sims just not romantic enough on Wednesdays?
Well, but you guys are making it a mandatory thing. However, it's an
is a
invite.
mandatory
An
thing.
invite is not a mandatory thing.
When you're elected by the people, and the president of China is there, and all the other elected officials of Washington State basically are there, you have to be there. And it better be a damn good reason why you're not. And I'm sorry, date night with your wife of 21 years does not fly.
Well, for him it did.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I don't think it flies. I don't think it flies at all.
He'll be fine. He'll still get 95% of the vote.
Well, I'm sure he will. You know what? And
I know. It doesn't affect him at all.
I think he does a good job, and this was very surprising. And I'll probably wind up voting for him again. But this is very out of whack. You show up with the president of China there and Bill Gates hosting and everyone there. You be there unless you have like some real excuse not to be there. This crappy, lame date night excuse. Please.
Yeah, if I'm snubbing it, I'm not going to say it's for date night.
Give me a break.
Jeez.
As some lady very eloquently pointed out, when you're married, date night should be every night. And the fact, it's almost insulting to his wife, that he has made it on the record that date night is Tuesday night, April 18th. I feel sorry for his wife tonight.
I'll have to think about them having sex every Tuesday.
I think about it anyway.
I mean, I've had nothing but good feelings about the guy, Terry. I think he's a fine representative of this state.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not, by any means, a deal breaker for as far as the position that he holds, as far as I'm concerned. But it's certainly something I'm not going to forget that quick, that he snubbed everyone that was there because it was date night. Ooh. Put on the cologne.
Wow. Trim the bullsack.
I mean, early on, he was running for governor, too, so if he had been the governor of the state, would he have not shown up then?
But the governor's spouse was invited.
No, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, why was that?
Because he's a man.
That does seem a little bizarre.
That is odd, yeah.
Other people's spouses had to have been invited, other than just the governor.
Then why, if that's the case, then why, even more so, why was she not invited?
I agree with you. I think those spouses
then
should be
by
invited.
all means, absolutely he should have gone. That's ridiculous.
Is it the case that all the other elected officials' spouses were invited, but for some reason Ron Sims' wife wasn't?
I'm not sure.
Because if that's the reason, then don't give me date night, but I'll be ready to accept a lot quicker that, hey, why am I hearing about Christine Gregoire's husband being invited, and why am I hearing about this, that, and the other elected official's spouse being invited, but my wife wasn't? So you know what? I'm not going. If that's the only reason, then it makes a lot more sense to me than I can't go. It's date night.
Yeah, forget to take a stand. Take a stand.
You're taking a stand. Take a stand.
Don't say it's for date night. That's stupid.
So, Stephen, are you finding that out if all of the other people
I would
invited?
I would like to know about that. I'd like to know about all the officials in town. Was Howard Schultz's wife invited?
Henry Kissinger's wife, was she here?
Oh, man.
Well, I was shocked that spouses weren't invited. That seems kind of odd that they wouldn't have done that.
Christine Gregoire's husband, is he somehow wired into the community so he would have a business being there or no? Well, you don't know that. I'm asking a question.
He's
of
the
Stephen.
first gentleman.
But beyond that, is he somehow entrenched in the business world to such a degree that he has a business being there or no?
I don't think so. I mean, not like.
So there's no
his
reason
wife.
for him to be there other than that he's her husband.
That's what I'm going to go with, yes.
Someone's got to drive the car.
Well, then that means something to me. Why is Christine Gregoire's husband invited, but Ron Sims' wife is not?
Because he's a man.
Well, then that is seeming like a little gender slap there.
And that's what I said early on. If that's the case, he needed to say that at the front.
That.
Yeah.
Say that. Don't give me date night. Date night is stupid.
Yeah, take a stand, man. Come on.
Stupid date night. What other officials elected?
The president
in this?
of China's wife was there.
Well, she travels with him.
Stay in the hotel bed.
You don't leave her at the hotel to watch free HBO.
They offer that, huh? At the hotel he's at. That's great.
Give her enough quarters to keep the bed vibrating until he gets back. Right. Now listen, what other elected officials of Washington State that don't...
Well, Maria Cantwell was there, but I don't know.
For Henry Kissinger, someone who travels here, you don't leave those are the people you invite with their spouses. It makes sense. But someone who lives here and their spouse can stay at home, did those people get invited?
Well,
or
Henry Kissinger can travel alone. Why does he need his wife? I mean, he probably travels all across the world with himself.
All right, well, he traveled with his wife this time, so if she was invited, that makes sense. I'm asking about any other elected officials. I want to find out if Ron Sims' wife was the only one who was snubbed, and if that's the case, then I actually back him for saying, hey, Christine Gregoire's husband was invited, this guy, this person, that person got their spouse invited. Why was not my spouse not told not to come to stay home?
Right.
I don't know where to find the guest list. I'm looking, but...
Go to Bill Gates' soiree.com. All right, will you look into that, Stephen?
I'm looking into it.
I know you'll have an answer shortly.
I'm sure I will.
That means I have no confidence in you.
Right.
Which means Pacey will have an answer shortly.
Right.
Got it, dude.
You're on it?
I'm on it, but I don't have an answer yet. It's difficult.
Pacey's dad was probably there. Just call and ask him.
Very relevant. Pacey's dad, we never wanted to tell you before today, ladies and gentlemen, is Tom Shane.
Nice. That explains the voice.
The T-Man.
Man. I just had all these hate mail calls that I just wanted to play, and somehow on the computer it just erased. I don't know what I did.
Should have been at the dinner last night. Tell Bill about it.
Yeah.
Is that the delete button you're hitting or the mouse?
Computers suck.
How could that have just happened?
It's called Vern, the IT guy.
What are you calling Vern out for? What does it have to do with it?
Maybe he could bring it back.
Yeah.
Oh, call him.
Call Vern,
I thought
the
you said
IT guy.
it's called Vern, the IT guy.
No, I said call Vern, the IT guy.
No, don't even worry about that.
Oh, okay.
I still have it. I just edited with all the curse words.
Oh, yeah.
I can redo it, but it would take another hour.
We can just say beep when we need to.
Right. Man. That'd be great.
Where's the... All right, this is great. All right, what do you got there, Terry?
Interesting little studies, actually. According to a divorce lawyer in Chicago, every year, the day after tax day, divorce filings skyrocket. Apparently, she says that when couples start doing their taxes together, they find out a lot of financial information that neither one knew about, or, maybe you were doing something that your wife didn't know you were doing, or spending money somehow. And so when you have access to all that financial information, okay, I'm glad you're listening to me.
I'm sorry, you're saying something?
Yeah.
It's an interesting story, though.
It really is.
I didn't hear a word of it, I swear.
Why does that not surprise me? Anyway, for you listeners out there,
right?
You might want to be careful if you're doing something shady when it comes to your finances. Or else get ready for a divorce. So. Oh, and speaking of marriages and bad marriage...
Message received.
Go ahead, what?
Speaking of marriages, because, you know, tax filings and divorce have to do with marriages, trying to segue for you.
Yeah.
Nice one, Terry.
Thank you, Steven.
What happened to art?
Okay, go ahead. What's
a sociologist.
Here's the first one. I already played this one.
How can they quote Dairy Queen?
This one I can play because she really doesn't put any profanity in.
What happened to the art committee of the world?
That's all I got left. I can't believe that.
So you don't want to try and insert beeps while live, as Steven suggested?
Terry, I got one call here that there's more F words than regular words.
Oh, all right. I guess we
really wanted to play. It's a great call.
Okay.
I can probably have it for you in the next 20 minutes.
Sounds good.
Probably. Huh?
Well, I'll tell you all about bad marriages.
I didn't say probably, Steve. You going to tell me about what now?
Bad marriages and what it does to your health. According to a sociologist at the University of Texas, she says that
this is if you don't have date night on Tuesdays.
Well, yeah, so or every night.
Yes, go ahead. What happens?
Apparently, a bad marriage can speed up your decline in health as you get older, because the mental damage from a bitter marriage builds up over the years.
But if you're in a bad marriage, don't you want that?
A quicker death?
Yeah.
Quicker death?
Don't you want your life to come to an end more quickly? So it's kind of your desire. I mean, if you're in a bad marriage, do you really want to live?
Well,
trust me, a lot of dudes I know in bad marriages.
Saying, kill me now?
Friends. Take me out.
Hurry, life ends.
Even though my health is deteriorating fast, it's not fast enough.
Yeah, well.
Let's take a vacation to Iraq this year, honey. Maybe I'll step on a landmine.
Yeah, drive over a mortar.
Message.
How can they close Dairy Queen?
Want to be living with that, Terry, for 40 years?
Well, anyway, it makes you weaker as you get older, leaving you more susceptible to Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, strokes, and death.
Right.
So, there you go. So there's my marriage studies for you.
So be happy.
Yeah, just be in a happy
mood.
Let
me just try this here. Yeah, watch
Got
this.
it?
Huh?
You got it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it's not.
Don't you just want to grab Bill Gates by the throat when the computer freezes?
Gosh.
Make it work!
No, it just disappeared. It was here.
Bizarre.
It's gone. Try this here.
Other stuff on there works, though, right?
Ooh.
7 new messages. 4 of which are priority.
Yeah, that's the old
to listen to
Yeah,
new
but this is not edited.
Oh.
Here, I'll play it and I'll dump it.
Oh, is that what we're going to play?
Hold on.
Dump roulette.
To listen to your next message.
Okay, wait.
Beep.
Oh, I was going to do it.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. people leaving messages.
Jeez.
To reply.
Hold on a second.
I'm usually my most pissed at
2:06.
Wait a second.
That's nothing more than I hate to turn on the
Yeah,
I can't play that.
unedited.
Jeez.
Did I dump it in time?
God, that's a lot. Yeah. Where were you with the beep? Hot
Sorry,
shot?
I was made a mistake.
All right, you want to try it again? You beep it?
Okay.
All right, hang on a second. You gotta be ready.
Be on
I'm
top
ready.
of it, man.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Best I Hate You hotline playing of calls ever.
I'm very nervous.
Live beeps.
To somebody.
That didn't work.
No, it didn't.
That's too bad.
Oh, you didn't play the original cut. I mean, I was ready with the original one.
Oh.
You threw a curve at me.
But eventually that original 3 seconds will be gone, and then where do you go?
I would have struck out.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to open the phone lines for calls that, unfortunately, cannot involve profanity.
Oh, yeah.
1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. That's 1-866-663-T-MAN. Anything on your mind is fair game. I think we pretty much have run our course, discussing the entire scope of the snub, if you will. If it was, in fact, that. If it wasn't, step up and say that. Because honestly, That's not only a personal knock on your wife, that's a personal knock on yourself, Terry, if everyone gets invited with their spouse except you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be the first to step up and say, hey, I'm not going.
Right.
You invite this person with their spouse. Why do I get invited with my spouse? What's wrong with me and my wife? I'm going to sit home and scratch my balls. I don't care if there's a president of a flourishing country coming in.
Right.
I don't care. Because the reality is, Terry, there's a president of a country being honored at a dinner. You don't snub that for date night.
Right.
I've made that very clear now,
Yes,
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So,
even Mona was there, though.
If you want to talk
Mona
about
Lockeland?
that.
Mona.
She was?
See, now you start
That
getting
doesn't make any
suspect.
sense. Why would
Yeah.
Mona be invited, but Ron Sims' wife told to stay home? Why?
Right, that doesn't make sense.
He's black.
No, he
Black
was
people leave
invited.
your wife at home.
But I don't think the senators' husbands were invited.
So there were a lot of officials.
Well, there was only 100 people, and they had all of the contingency that was with the president of the POC, and they had local people too. So I think it was only selected spouses.
Weird.
What was the criteria for selecting spouses?
Well, Gary Locke is Chinese. That probably helps.
Uh-huh. All right. So his
Former governor.
His wife, also Chinese, needs to be there for the president of China.
Mona.
And her name's Mona. And the PLC probably did that all night.
Mona. Where's Butters? Butters.
Mona's very authentic sounding, too.
Butters.
It's very Chinese.
You're on the air. This is Michael. Good morning.
Hey, T-Man, what's going on?
How are you, sir?
Not bad. It's not fair, first of all, to blame Sims all the way. Because, like any married man, obviously you want to stand up for your wife. But
that's not what he's doing. If he would have come out and said, hey, you know what, I'm not going because my wife got snubbed, that's one thing. But don't say I'm not going because it's date night.
Well, but maybe he said date night because he didn't want it. It's already
This is the president of a country. I would take it up with a business the next day and say, hey, why did my wife get invited yesterday? Could you be looking at it like this might be some kind of a mistake? First of all, I would go to the dinner personally because it's the president of a country, just to respect the president. And then the next day, I would take it up with a business myself and say, what happened with the invitation?
No, you don't need to be a little baby and go back the next day and say, why wasn't my wife invited?
Well, that's what you would do, though, Steven.
He should still have shown up.
Actually.
He should have still shown up for the dinner. That's just not right. It's the president of a country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of an important dinner, I would say. This is not just some little cocktail get-together to celebrate someone's promotion in your office.
Are we going to be able to watch American Idol while we're there or no? Because tonight's a good one.
David, good morning. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm on here?
Yes, that's what we do here. Yes, David.
Hey, how you doing, T-Man?
How are you?
What I like to say is that, nobody really knows what goes on behind scenes. You don't know if Phil Sims, if he talked to Bill Gates ahead of time.
Phil Sims? You mean the quarterback for the Giants wasn't there either?
Yeah, Chris wasn't invited, his son.
Mm-hmm. You mean Ron Sims?
Ron Sims, I'm sorry. You don't know if he talked to him ahead of time and found out what the agenda was. You don't know if maybe he doesn't like the president of China. Maybe he doesn't like...
Well, then come out and say that. If he's got some political differences that he is completely against the country of China in general, and he doesn't want to show up and be hypocritical, that's one thing. But don't give me date night.
But the other thing, too, is...
He might lose political ground by coming out and saying
I think he loses a lot more political ground coming out and saying, I'm not going to the dinner with the president of a country and all these big dignitaries because I got date night.
But maybe he, like this gentleman said, maybe whoever he spoke to, also said, you know what, I don't want you to come out and be that, with such a strong stance. So kind of, mellow it out a little bit. And maybe that's what he had to do.
It's all about public perception. And when you're an elected official, to say, well, I'm not going to this big-time dinner with a president of a country and all these political figures and all these big people of local business. I'm not going as an elected official because I have date night. Nothing sounds more irresponsible than that. I'm sorry. Especially considering it's a Tuesday. Saturday, maybe.
Yeah.
Obviously not even Saturday, but Tuesday night, date night, please.
Howard Schultz said, free spring rolls? I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serving my coffee?
Free coffee, finally?
Eric.
Saturday, maybe.
What are you waving? What's that sign say?
Need to break.
Oh, man.
He's waving it now. So
I opened the phone lines. I'm pretty much feeling like we've discussed this thoroughly. Mm-hmm. But everyone wants to talk about the Bill Gates soiree snubbing.
Ooh, da-da-da.
The hate line is also open for business if we could actually play the calls at some point. It'd be nice.
We're not good at live beeping.
Your hate has been left in limbo.
Wow.
And we apologize for that. Apparently the computer's having date night. And then, apparently it will let us know when it's done.
The T-Man.
Please leave all... Welcome to the hate line. Please leave all hate after the beep. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. I'm working feverishly here, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
So much so I needed the extra 3 seconds after the song was over.
Okay.
I edited 2 calls.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow.
I had about 11 of them before.
And we got to 2.
And they somehow vanished.
Oh.
During the break, I was able to edit 2.
Jeez.
I may be able to tack on a third that has no profanity.
Oh.
Just to make a point.
Okay.
All right?
Got it.
But, yes, ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand. Oh, so much demand. The T-Man's I Hate You hotline back open for business, don't you know? And here's a couple of new examples.
Welcome to the hate line.
Oh, yeah, Pacey Dave with the message.
Please leave all hate after the beep.
Yeah, it's very
Thank
simple,
you.
right to the point.
Yeah, that's nothing more than I hate to turn on the radio and hear gay phone operators getting ready to write another letter to somebody else to complain about how somebody treated him. He is one of the biggest wastes of leftover semen. Because you know nobody got his mom's pregnant. She grabbed the condom out of the toilet and squeezed the sperm into her. That's where he came from. So he's actually half sperm, half toilet water. That's how come he talks so much shit. I hate that fat bastard.
A little graphic, Jerry. Gives you a little bit more enlightenment on gay than you may have had up to this point.
Yeah, I can't really text all that.
That'd be kind of cool superhero, don't you think? Half sperm, half toilet water.
Yeah, it's not a bad theory.
Right.
He thought it out.
He did, definitely.
And what if it was found after a thorough biological study that gay was, in fact, half sperm, half toilet water?
Wow.
What? A revelation.
If he eats one of those little blue things and he pees blue.
Yes.
And he smells so good.
Mm.
Get rid of the cheese smell.
Put a hockey puck somewhere deep in his stomach.
Smells powder fresh.
Deodorize him. Okay.
To replay the message,
Right.
press 1.
I don't think we need to replay that, do we?
No.
Even though that took about 5 minutes to edit. And
Wow.
20 seconds to play.
But he was definitely angry.
Yes, Terry, I'm sure he feels better. And that's the point of the T-Man's I Hate You hotline, which is available at 206-494-7777. 2091, Terry says. 2091. If you have someone you think is half human, half toilet water, please call 206-494-2091. That's the T-Man's I Hate You hotline.
To replay the message, press 1.
This message is for Alicia, my baby's mama.
Oh, there's a lot of baby's mamas calls.
Oh,
They're always popular on the T-Man I Hate You hotline, Terry. You know, when you got to write that monthly check, you get filled with hate.
Sure.
And no better place to vent than the T-Man's I Hate You hotline.
This message is for Alicia, my baby's mama. Take care of your kid, you stupid bitch.
Wow.
What the is wrong with you?
To replay...
Very therapeutic. Instead of going over her house and choking her, Terry.
Right.
He left the message on the T-Man's I Hate You hotline, and he feels a lot better, I guarantee.
He's choked her with his words.
He choked us.
In his mind.
I'm sure she really cares.
Right.
What his analysis is on how she's taking care of her and his kids.
Yeah.
We don't play last names, by the way, but you're more than welcome to leave them.
Yeah.
Well, because we like to know.
We like to know.
We
We
look
know.
them up on MySpace.
Yeah, we know who Alicia is.
Oh, she's
And
hot.
she is big time.
Yes.
My newest friend.
No wonder she has no time to take care of the kids. She has too much time being hot.
That's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
What the is wrong with you?
To replay...
That's a great question.
Message deleted.
T-Man, this is Kimball
Oh, yes.
from Bellevue, Washington.
Oh, I was waiting for the Kimball from Renton to call in, Terry.
Oh, okay.
Too bad. Damn. Yeah, I can play this one. I actually didn't need to edit this one because it has no profanity, Terry.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I just wanted to leave you something a little positive. I actually love you. So, amongst all of your hate mail this morning, or whenever you check this, just know that I love you.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Take care, buddy.
I'll tell you this, Terry.
Hey, Kimball loves you.
There's absolutely no room on the T-Man's I Hate You hotline for calls like that. The T-Man's hotline is a purposeful kind of destination, Terry.
Yes, it is.
It is not for any kind of gay love fest kind of situation. All right? And just because the bathhouse line is busy doesn't mean you should be calling the T-Man's I Hate You hotline and leaving messages like that.
But he wanted to leave you something positive.
I understand, and I'm telling you, the T-Man's I Hate You hotline is not designed for positive messages. There's no time or space or room for positives.
So you need to call your own hate line and
I'm getting a little pissed off about this, Terry. I may need to vent.
Positive messages are for 229 John.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, buddy.
You want to hear from Kimball from Bellevue?
Yes, I do.
This is Kimball.
Hey, Kimball. How are you?
From Bellevue.
Hey, man, this is Kimball from Bellevue, Washington.
By the way, since I'm on the subject, whether it's love or hate, no more calls from anyone named Kimball.
Okay.
Kimball free.
Yeah, it's a Kimball free line.
Kimball from Renton is all pissed off now and hanging up the phone.
Hey, man, this is Kimball from Bellevue, Washington. I just wanted to leave you something a little positive. I actually love you. So, amongst all of your hate mail this morning, or whenever you check this, just know that I love you. Take care, buddy. Bye.
Take care, buddy.
Message deleted.
Right. So we're clear on that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Crystal clear.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what text pages have rolled in. Text pages come in every day at 97373, don't you know?
I do.
That's 97373. 8:57 and 50 seconds. I feel, T-Man, that this was Ron Sims' way of showing that he was upset about his wife not being able to go to the big soiree in Medina. And he just chose a bad way of expressing it by saying it was date night, but just trying to indicate that his wife is very important to him, and she wasn't going to be snubbed like that. Well, then say what you want to say. Don't give me date night to express that you're upset that your wife didn't get invited. And enough people's wives were invited that you're bothered by that. I can understand that.
Sure.
Don't give me date night. Don't give me bubble bath visuals.
Or I hate commies, something.
And that's why you're not going to the big get-together about as big as it gets. I mean, does it get much bigger than at the Gates house, President of China, Kissinger? Can you come up with any more?
Well, I know. It is
All right.
big to do.
8:51.
Happens all the time to him, though. Who cares, right?
8:51 and 29 seconds. Hey, T, I'm a hot, sexy Latina. I would love to be considered for your car show model search. That's right, we got the car show model search going on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Signed Juan.
Do you have sounds like a hot Latina to me.
Yeah.
Do you have a link yet for car show models or what?
I have emailed him. I have not heard back from Computer Freak, so I don't know.
All right, so we have no way for these people that want to apply as car show models to get to us as of now.
They could just
well, you know what?
email Pasty.
Oh, Dave.
You'd never see it, but...
Oh, school Coke now? Okay. Anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, listen. If you want to be applying for the car show model opening, and if you weren't listening earlier, yes, there are going to be a lot of hired professional car show models at the Cube 93 car show on May 13th. However, you know how I see our country as the land of opportunity, Terry?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there are a lot of undiscovered ladies out there, and maybe a gentleman who wants to apply for kicks and giggles. I think there are some people that say, hey, I've never really thought about applying, putting myself in the car show scene, but hey, I'm better than anyone else out there. This is your opportunity. The T-Man is going to find some person undiscovered and make them a car show model at least for a day.
Wow.
You're going to be doing all the things all the other car show models will be doing that day? You know, behind the curtain and in front of them. And you'll be by the cars. You'll be what do the car show models do there? Laying on cars?
I think so.
You'll get to go backstage.
Show the
You get
whole
to
car and
introduce Chameleonaire, Little Flip. You get to go up on the stage at the time when on-stage duties are going on.
Right.
Get to meet Dirty Harry.
You get to meet Dirty Harry. You get to lick the mole. You get to do all that fun stuff the car models do.
Unwanted touching by Dirty Harry.
Mm-hmm. So if you've ever thought, you know what, I want to give that car modeling thing a shot, and you never know what it's going to be parlayed into. Who knows? You can't say for certain that the cover of Maxim isn't somewhere down the trail after you blow people away with your car modeling natural talents. So we're looking for that undiscovered person, and I'm going to make them an immediate car show model on May 13th. So who out there wants to apply? We would never know because we have no link. So if you're interested, call right now. I'm going to clear the phone lines at 206-494. What's the number here?
1-866.
Oh, yeah, 1-866. Yeah, don't call the I Hate You hotline.
Yeah.
That'd be the wrong place for you.
Right.
1-866-663-T-Man is now wide open. Wide open yet? It's now wide open.
The widest.
All right, easy now. For you to call in and be seen for our big casting call morning for the undiscovered car model out there that may be you.
Woohoo!
Like this hot, sexy Latina?
Yeah.
Who is offering us her MySpace to check out her pictures.
Oh, there you go.
She says, check out my MySpace at Hot Stuff 12 Love. Juan at... Oh, never mind. That's no Juan.
Oh,
And
just
Pasty-
a hot Latina.
Pasty already...
Is he on top of it already?
Pasty already went to the text pages, obviously, and printed out pictures of herself.
Yeah, and?
Printed out her pictures, and...
Is it true, hot Latina?
She's hot. She's Latina, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Whether she's a car show model of the undiscovered variety, I don't know. It's hard to tell from pictures. I hate this microphone.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You blew it already.
Every line right now ringing at 1-866-663-T-Man, Terry. You tell me there's that many people who are undiscovered car show models in the
They
making?
think they are. It's a whole other thing when you think you are.
Zach. Let's see what kind of callers are
Zach's
calling
a
in.
hot-bodied guy.
You're on the air. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Shay. I think that I would make a great undiscovered car model.
Are you flipping your hair right now?
I could.
I'm
I'm driving, actually, so one hand on the cell phone and one hand in my hair.
Well, I got one hand on the microphone, the other hand, I'll tell you what. Hang on the line, and on the morning where we have everyone come down for the big car model casting call, you will be there.
I would love to.
Okay, and I guarantee you, this is not a joke, Terry. I will pick somebody. I don't care if the talent sucks. Somebody on that morning, when everyone comes down, is going to be there representing us as a car show model of the undiscovered variety.
All right.
And what was her name?
Shay.
Shay.
Shay is going to be one of the people considered on that morning, Terry.
Oh, Shay.
You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Shay, this is Darlene.
Okay. Yes, Darlene.
Yes. So you guys are looking for models?
Oh, are we ever?
Sounds perfect.
Terry says, Steven says you have the mind for the business. You want to be considered, Darlene?
Of course.
Guess I got to ask the questions
what I'm
for
calling
you.
for.
That's what you're calling for? All right, what do you look like? Describe yourself.
Well, I am 117.
Is that your age?
I have dark brown hair, beautiful brown eyes, as I've been told
By who?
by everyone that says.
All right, well, go get an endorsement for the president of China.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of hours left in town. Have him
What was
sign
that?
your petition. No, I'm just playing. Hang on the line.
What's China?
Hang on the line, all right?
Okay.
Yes. You don't want to get too deep with her.
No.
You think?
This may be perfect, though. I don't want to.
Be careful what you look for.
I don't want to discourage her. Monique.
Monique.
I knew you were going to do that.
Monique. Oh, Monique got scared.
Oh, Monique. Shouldn't have got
Terry could have been Monique's big break.
Could have been.
Monique could have
Coulda,
been the
woulda,
one
shoulda.
selected. Monique could have gotten there May 13th, scared all the other car show models away because she was so big time.
Yep.
All the people who are the handlers of the car show could have taken a look at Monique and said, hey, we got to take you on tour.
Wow.
From being on tour, going from Seattle to Oakland to L.A. to San Diego and to Phoenix, she could have just made her presence known to such a degree that the magazines couldn't help but not overlook her, stick her on a cover. She could have gotten Tom Cruise to divorce Katie Holmes, leave everything he's known for, Monique.
Wow.
And she could have had a baby, the next one, of the Scientology variety. But she hung up the line, so I guess that's not going to happen.
Could have been called Tomnique.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she's the size of the comedian Monique.
Ashley.
Hello?
Yes, Ashley.
If you guys are going to have people come down there and try to audition to be car models, I really don't think you should eat breakfast in the morning.
We shouldn't eat breakfast? Why is that?
Because you're going to have girls coming down now that are going to make you throw up everything to be eaten for the past 2 days.
And why?
Because they think they're cute and they're really not.
And you have seen girls, you have seen ladies.
You should have them send in a picture and then call them if they're decent looking.
Wow, really?
You've seen ladies who consider themselves hot, and generally they overblow, they overshoot by wide margins, wide the operative word there, how hot they are. And you want to make sure we're on an empty stomach that morning. You're looking out for our best interest.
Yes, unless you're going to have them send in pictures of themselves beforehand, I think you should.
Terry, I say it's an open casting call.
Sure.
And I want to see everyone who considers themselves an undiscovered car model.
Right.
And I don't know about these pictures. I don't need to see them. I'll see them that morning.
All right.
So you want to see
So it's a
someone
cattle
in a
call.
bathing suit who's going to make the car have flat tires?
Absolutely! And if it starts to tickle my gagging reflex, more power to it,
Yeah,
Terry.
we're not discriminating against anybody.
You'll tickle hers.
Oh, jeez. I get the sense, Ashley, that you won't be applying because you're maybe just too busy being bitter.
No, I just don't think that cars should need half-naked girls standing in front of them if they're really that nice.
Well,
Which
obviously,
ones to buy?
Yeah. How do you know which ones are the best ones? Obviously, you haven't been to many car shows. Car show models are very much needed. They're very much desired by the car show person who likes to participate and go to the car show. It's a big attraction. It's like a circus without clowns. It's like a baseball player without the athletes, Terry. It's an integral part of the show. And just because you are about as far away from ever being a car show model as any woman could ever be, don't be filled with such bitterness.
No, if I came down there, I guarantee I would be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then come on down, honey.
Come on down and snub us. Say it's date night and you can't go.
Oh, jeez. Come on down, and I'll make sure to be, as you warned me against, to be loaded with oatmeal so that when I take one look at you, I can just blow it all over
Maybe
you.
I will have to be down there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on, and we'll make the arrangement for you to be here. All right, Big Timer? Hang on. There she is.
But she is hot.
Smoking hot.
She's nauseating.
Really?
Wow.
Somewhere in between. Anyway.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Good enough, right?
A couple more text pages?
Yes, sir.
8:46 and 43 seconds. Somebody writes, "This is Pac, a good Asian. Terry Free, bad Asian."
Wow.
Thank you, Pac. Thank you so much. 8:37 and 31 seconds. T-Man, Bill Gates does not care about black people. Sign Kanye West?
Yeah.
8:32 and 30 seconds. Somebody writes, "It was cultural." Signed Mary Jo. So she's not a somebody. She identifies herself.
Well, thanks, Mary Jo.
Oh, geez. No, I can read this one because it doesn't involve profanity, but there is a direct racial slur in here. You want it filtered? You want it edited, Terry? You want to hear the real deal from the listener?
You're not much of a filterer.
I'm not. This is a direct knock at the Asian community, Terry. And
wow.
you being such a strong representative.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you'd like me, if you want to use one of your free Asian slur passes right now,
I didn't know I had those.
or would you rather hear the text page as is?
Well, go ahead. Go for it.
8:31 and 47 seconds. Somebody writes, "Washington State is the second biggest exporter to the Chinks and in the United States of America, and Ron Sims needs to represent."
Whoa.
Hey, you had your chance to use your Asian slur pass, Terry. You declined. You wanted to hear it. Now look at you. You're blown away.
Okay, then.
These are the text pages as they roll in,
I
Terry.
know.
Stephen, your thoughts?
That person's probably, I can't believe he read that.
8:28 and 59 seconds. Catherine writes, "See where honesty gets you? Sims should have just called in sick like the rest of us."
I like to call in sick for date night sometime. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it tonight. I'm not really feeling
And your
good.
wife walks down the hall. What do you mean you're not going to make it?
I thought you were sick.
As you're dancing around your room in your underwear.
I am. Very sick.
Oh, goodness.
Melissa, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, Melissa.
Yeah?
Yes. Oh, talking to these car show models is awesome, Terry.
Yeah, perfect.
You like it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Melissa.
Hi.
What's going on? It's like having a conversation with a turnip truck, Terry.
Right. I got it.
Go ahead, Melissa.
I wanted to try out for the car model thing.
Yes. And you believe that I can pick as many as I want, Terry. Hey, the Tacoma Dome is a big place.
Yes, it is.
And although
Very
this-
big. I live right down the street.
Oh, she's going to confirm it for me.
boy, thanks,
Yeah, she's seen it.
Melissa.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
It's bigger than the corner store now, isn't it?
All right.
You know, Terry, even though there are a lot of professional hired car show models, doesn't mean I can't pick 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more if I want to.
How about 10?
The reality is I'll probably wind up picking one.
Right.
And I'll probably be doing that because I promised I have to pick one.
Ah.
But, you know, if I'm sitting here on the morning of the finals of the car show model tryout undiscovered talent show.
Right.
And I'm seeing one after the other that's just so damn hot.
Right. Instead of dogs, you have, like, Class A
Instead
chicks.
of dogs, I have the opposite of dogs.
Right.
I got cats. Whatever the opposite really is. I'm picking as many as I want.
Wow.
Well, I definitely won't make you blow chunks.
That's quite the endorsement. You really must feel good about yourself, baby.
No, I do.
Well, first of all, do you have May 13th available to be a car show model?
I don't work, so I can have any day available.
Really?
What do you
Anything I
do?
want.
What do you don't work at all?
Hot girls don't work.
Hot girls don't need to work.
Well, I don't work for anybody. I work for myself. I have my own business.
You have your own business?
Yeah.
What business is that?
I do accounting.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get together and crunch my numbers. All right, anyway.
Counting.
Yeah, what kind of
Just
I can
counting.
hold
One,
I can put
two,
a whole lot more than just the numbers, sweetie.
Whoa,
What'd you say?
sweetie. She can crunch a lot more than just your numbers.
Oh, wow.
Sweetie.
All right, hang on the line. You will be there at the finals. All
Very,
right?
very good.
There it is. Melissa, Terry.
Melissa.
Sounds pretty confident.
Oh, yeah, sweetie.
Terry, I'm excited to think that here's Melissa, who's always, thought about it, but never knew how to get started to become a car show model.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am, opening the door wide to the car show model industry.
Yeah.
Here I am, swinging it wide open. And Melissa is not hesitating. She's walking right through, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she walks right through it to the Tacoma Dome. And as I said, maybe she's such a big-time model, and they're like, where's she been all our lives?
Sure.
That she gets taken on the car show modeling tour.
Wow. Leave the accounting days behind.
What are you laughing at, Stephen? Has it always been a dream of yours?
It has been, actually.
Let's put Steven on top
Steven on
of
top of a Mini Cooper.
You realize...
You look hot.
That's going to happen, whether we have a talent show or not. You realize, Stephen, that car shows are happening in every major city every weekend.
I do realize that, yes.
There isn't a weekend without a major city having a big-time car show anymore these days. Car shows
No, it's big-time stuff, yeah.
are big-time stuff these days. And a lot of careers in the modeling industry get launched through car shows. I mean, none that I can think of, but I'm sure in the modeling
I'm sure
world,
it is, yeah.
you go from being a car show model, it looks good on the resume, and then you step up, you become a magazine model, and before you know it...
Oh, bam.
Don't they get paid pretty well to do car shows? I mean,
I don't know.
I would think they would get paid, at least. Maybe not well, but
All right.
it's something.
You'd have to ask a car show model, and none of them want to talk to you.
That's true.
But Terry, the door's wide open.
No, I know.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And the ladies are walking through.
When do we
Oh,
see
yeah.
our first one?
Next week, right?
We're gonna see them all in one day. I'm not gonna stretch this out.
Oh, come on. I was going to shower every day.
Now that,
Well, then tell
that
them
is
we're gonna do it every
day.
that is incentive to do this every day next week.
Yeah, all right.
Stephanie.
Hello?
Yes, Stephanie.
Hey, what's up?
What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. What can I do for you?
I asked you first.
Jeez.
See her at 10:30.
Well, I think I'd be a perfect car show model.
All right, good. We're gonna take a look then, and we'll let you know. Sound good?
Yeah, great.
All right. You're about to tell us why you'd be a good car show model. Why?
Because I have wonderful titty, ass, and thighs and face.
That's a good reason.
Okay.
Those are all good reasons.
Very good.
We'll see your reasons next week. Hang on.
A jamba, a juice.
RPM.
Peanut butter's back today, my friends.
Whoa.
Big day.
Look at these phone lines.
I know, they're on fire.
Stephanie, you're going to come down. Hang on. Jacqueline.
All right,
Are
Jacqueline.
you there, Jacqueline?
I'm here.
You're going to come down.
I'm going to come down.
You sound a little bit older. Am I picking up on that correctly or no?
34.
Hey, there's no age limit on a car show model. You didn't? You didn't? You didn't?
33.
No, you didn't
she'll look really
specify.
hot on a Studebaker.
Oh, jeez. All right, hang on.
Specify.
Yeah, we have an Etzel perfect for you. Hang on.
A woman in her dreams.
You said it was an open call, open casting call. It's a cattle call.
Chris, don't call it a cattle call, Terry. There's something disparaging about the
Oh, okay, so it's
term
an open
cattle
call.
Terry, this is...
It's an open hot shit call.
Yeah.
Very well said, Steven. It's a casting call.
Casting cow.
You know?
Ouch.
Chris?
10:30.
I know.
Are you there, Chris?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yay, Chris, come on down.
What can I do for you, Chris?
Hey, man, I want to be one of those car show models. Not taking meals, right?
Okay.
Yes.
I said something to everybody.
You did.
Chris wants to come down on
All right.
finals morning.
Say what?
Hang on the line. Chris is invited.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait, big boy.
Stop it.
And Pasty's going to arrange for Chris to be down here right now.
He's the only one that shows up.
How do you feel about Mustangs?
You're
Are you
all the
talking-
guy so far, but we got you down.
You're on the line with Chris?
Yeah.
You giving him special details?
Yes.
Oh, really? What kind of details?
Powers.
Couple of final text pages here, baby.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Hope today I don't have to use my AK.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Well, you know, it's
too.
always a good day when you don't. 8:26 and 57 seconds. Somebody writes, T, you are stupid. It's not like all of us haven't skipped out on something. You skip out on those radio awards of yours. They're business related, aren't they? Yeah, well, it's not like a third world president. I mean, a country that used to be considered third world, but now is one of the biggest emerging countries on the planet. Their president was going to be there with all local political and business figures going to be there. The radio awards are a bunch of scum.
Well,
Well,
Getting
but
together
if
in a-
you're going to
in a
compare,
big Loserville kind of moment.
If it was in Medina, you would go probably.
If it was at Bill Gates' house?
Yeah, if the radio awards were at Bill Gates' house.
Just to check out Bill Gates' house, yes.
but some people would say that, you know, in the radio world, in the industry, that is a big deal, and to snub those awards.
I like it much better this way, by the way, Pasty, in case you're interested. Oh, it is.
That sounds better.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Way better.
What
Totally.
did you
I
do?
don't know what I pushed a button.
Did you,
You
put the
pushed
old,
the button.
Did you put the old
That's
mic on?
Did
'Cause
you
it sounds
get
like
Did you get an okay
you
to
blow
push
in
the
it?
button, or did you just push the button?
Who do I need an okay from?
Well,
Terry?
I didn't know if you were.
Who do I need an okay
well, you
from?
know the
Yeah, it sounds
engineers
real
get a
good.
little sensitive.
They get sensitive?
Well, they just, you know.
Like they care.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't call them.
Yeah, just they don't want to be bothered.
That sounds more normal than ever.
Yeah, I think it's
really
Thank
good.
goodness.
Let's see here.
Well, at least we can't do prank calls. though.
8:24 and 24 seconds. Sounds like Sims' wife has the balls in the relationship. I bet he goes to baby showers when she asks him to. Sign Skeet.
He is right.
Not on a Tuesday night. He would.
And then some most recent text pages. 9:34 and 12 seconds. Somebody writes, T, I want to be a car show model. You met me at Emerald Downs.
Oh.
I captured the fag. Sign Aubrey.
I think I remember her. She was very pretty.
Is she
Dark
car
hair?
show model material, Cherry?
Yeah, I think
tall.
so. Tall, skinny, dark hair.
Is she car show model material?
Yes, I would say yes.
Wow, well then she'll be a car show model on May 13th, won't she?
Okay.
9:31 and 32. What?
If she's the best one.
9:30. No, it's not about the best one. If there's more than one best one, then there's two. If there's more than two best ones, then there's three. You see how that works, Stephen?
Wow.
9:31 and 30. We're not limited to one.
Well, I heard that, yeah.
All the
great.
ones that we feel are worthy of being a car show model. We're not going to put someone out there that's going to embarrass us as our selection as a car show model,
Right,
though.
well, of course
And the
not.
T-Man show selects.
When the T-Man show selects, they're going to be a pretty big-time car show model. I'll tell you that right now.
That's right. Now we're going to give them a special T-Man car show model T-shirt.
Look at that little shirt. 9:31 and 32 seconds. Melissa isn't a damn accountant. She's an escort.
Oh, she works for herself.
An accountant.
Yeah, crunching numbers.
9:28 and 59 seconds. White man here with a big woody for Terry.
Wow, that's a shock.
9:27. There's a white man with a big woody?
Yeah, for me?
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of white guys have Asianitis.
9:27 and 24 seconds. Somebody writes, I'm on I-5 North, and there's cops on every overpass. Do you guys know why? Well, I think it's pretty much what we've been talking about all morning. The POC's in town.
Yeah.
That's the president of China to you and me.
Okay.
I didn't want to be stupid and ask.
I thought it was Prince of Cuba.
9:22 and 58 seconds. Stephen, what's going on out here in Seattle? Cops everywhere. Signed Jules. And Jules puts 2 stars or 2 asterisks before her name.
Whoa.
And 2 asterisks after her name.
Get
almost
out.
indicating to me, Stephen, like she's trying to alert you that it's someone you know. You see the way she wrote that?
What if it's a guy, Jules?
Yeah, what if it's a guy, Jules?
Oh, could be.
Man.
The family Jules.
Stephen Dash. What's going on in Seattle? Cops everywhere! Exclamation point. Asterisk, asterisk, Jules, asterisk, asterisk.
Well, and it takes a while to get to the asterisks as well. I mean, so it's you got to put a lot of effort into it.
Do you want to tell us? Do you want to enlighten us on who this Jules, who gives you quick little symbols, quick little identifiers that, hey, it's me, Stephen.
Yeah,
you know me, Jules. Mm-hmm.
I know who it is.
I'm not going to give it away totally, but you know who I am. It's kind of like that, Stephen. Don't you feel it?
I've been banging her for months.
Does it say the eagle has landed underneath there?
You've been tapping her.
Might as well.
The eagle has landed.
Yes. You know what that means, big boy.
I do, actually, yeah.
Tapping it.
Hey, T-Man, white man here, big schlong. 9:19 and 13 seconds. I want to be a car show model. Check out my ass in a thong. www.myspace.com/. You got that one, Paisley?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Got a nice ass and a thong, but what's the front look like?
Hopefully it's a man named Jules.
Thong, 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 thong.
9:19 and 7 seconds. T-Man, you should really give us a treat. For those of us going to the car show, get a real fat chick and all her cats and get her to climb on a car at the car show and really make it big time.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Love big fat girls.
Mm-hmm.
Come out and say it. I'm not hiding from it anymore.
Paisley, hot-ass girl in a thong. You on it or what?
Checking it out right now.
All right.
And?
As soon as I can see something, I'll tell him.
Oh, it's loading, big boy.
Okay. That's good to know.
The team.